think in front of you is like a burly looking man. Normally I would add Harley onto that since I like hairy burly men in my campaigns, but most of the people here are Varisian, and they are not very hairy. Uh, there's a burly man in front of you. I'd actually say he's dwarvish, and he's probably not even sitting. I don't think they brought chairs out for this. I think it's literally just the barrels. And
No.
he sees you like walk up to his barrel because it's pretty much just whoever walks up to whatever barrel. These are all very friendly competitions. There's not like any like major prizes or anything for this. Nobody trying to dominate the field or anything like that. And when
But
you
one of us was gonna arm wrestle. Which one of us?
That would be. That's probably the dwarf that Jacob's referring to. So
Got it.
yeah. So you see, you walk up to the barrel here, and you see this very squat, very round looking younger dwarf that is tan skin, a shorter beard than most dwarves, but longer hair to make up for the lack of beard, and covered to head to toe in both armor and symbols of holy symbols of Torag from shield to decorations on his warhammer that you see he like clipped onto his belt. And as he walks up to you, who he just as you walk up to him, he just kind of looks at you, and smiles, and kind of puts his arm up on the barrel, or get for a friendly wager, gentlemen. I promise I'll try not to break your arm.
there's a loud chuckling that comes from this man, which, like I said earlier, I'm not gonna do very loud, but it's much louder than I'm gonna do it. You're like, Azric Battlehorn at your service, lad. Careful there. I don't know if this one's for you. And he like puts his elbow down on the barrel.
And Aldeck just kind of uh, firmly grasps his hand, and you'd be surprised. He's, nah. Oh, stop it. Now less talking and more arm wrestling. And so we both want to make a strength check.
Yeah, just throw a strength check in there.
Ah, that is good.
He's like all business. I love it. And you guys shouldn't be able to see my dice rolls. No, you can't. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's just a shadowy outline.
Yeah.
Okay. There's like a back and forth competition, but after a few moments, he manages to slam your hand down on the barrel with, as you guys are just like intensely locking eyes. And he's like, now that business is all over, you come from the hinterlands to the east, or are you farther off? It's not common that we get many dwarves around here.
He kind of he doesn't like twirl his wrist in pain, but he just kind of holds it in his hand and looking at it upset. At Five King Mountains, actually.
Oh, my lords. You've traveled quite some distance.
Yeah, I have. Admittedly, I'm here on a sort of official business from the Church of Torag.
Oh, representative.
And,
God, it's been even longer since we've seen one of those.
uh, yeah, yeah, I was told before I left that Torag doesn't have much of a of a following down here in Sandpoint, but official business is official business, I suppose. And I'll go wherever the church needs me to go.
Oh, of course, of course. I think you might have found one of, if not the only followers. Coincidence?
Mm,
I think he'd say not. And you see
I
him
know.
do like a little hand gesture of like Torag real quick.
Ah, uh, um, hey, it's good to meet you, and may the four urge burn bright for you, brother. And admittedly, I forgot to bring this up, but you know, the other PCs and the NPC might have noticed that burnt, that this there's these burnt dwarven runes onto his cheek that the dwarven. Uh, I'm sorry, was it a human NPC or a dwarven NPC?
In front of you, Mr. Battlehorn, he's a dwarf. That's why he's a follower of
A
Torag.
dwarven NPC. All right. Hey, yeah. Okay. So, assuming he knows dwarven, that he'd be able to read the runes on his cheek as read as disgraced.
Yeah, I don't think he makes any comments on that.
Right. And then Aldeck just says again, "May your four hers burn bright, brother, and Torag be with you." As he shakes, sort of uh, weakly shakes his hand and goes about going trying the local food.
Okay. Yeah, I think he says it back to you, assuming like Torag's farewell is supposed to be repeated. And you
So
see
say
him.
we all.
Sorry, you go.
I think that Aldeck is done, and unless something else happens, unless another NPC or PC acknowledges Aldeck.
No, I think we'll just move on to the few other people that haven't really participated in anything yet. Kiefer, what were you thinking of having your character do? I don't want
Probably
to say
also
his name
get
yet.
the tight beams. It's Raucous.
Raucous. Okay. I like it.
Fun fact, a Raucous is the shaft of a feather.
Isn't
I'm not
It's
really
also the
familiar.
it's also the planet of the Protoss in StarCraft.
Yeah.
isn't that the name of one of the god Pokemon?
That's Arceus.
Oh. Well, everyone
It's
else's
also the
stuff was
name of
cooler
the
than
it's also
mine.
the name of the spice planet in Doom too.
I think that has an A though.
Arrakis.
There you
Okay,
go.
you were the one who wanted to go chill on the balance beam.
Yeah.
Hold
I
on.
think
What?
the last two wanted to do balance beam.
Okay, both of you did. Okay. Then yeah, I think it's literally just like a piece of wood like brought over from the lumber mill, like a tree that hasn't been cut into its segments yet. It was just brought through town. That's like 30 foot long, and it's all cut up, so like there's a proper surface on it. It's not just the bark, and you're just meant to go across this tree as far as you can. And there's basically just a line behind it of like 15 people before you get there.
Okay. I'm guessing balance is going to be under acrobatics.
Yeah.
I get in line and wait for my turn. All the while, I'm just observing, making sure to remember where everything's at and seeing if I notice anybody or if anybody looks suspicious to me or just looks out of place.
I think like as soon as you get in line, like if you're not next to Rakis, then like you're just basically immediately gonna be like in a conversation with the person in front of you.
I
Assuming
guess
you're
since
willing
you're
to
looking
talk to
around
them.
at everybody who's there, Rackets would maybe be 2-3 people in front of or behind you, and he is a half orc, about 6'2", with a gnarly scar on the right side of his face.
Of course, what would a half orc be without a scar?
Do we all have facial scars? I have one.
No, my character is fine.
Not yet.
No, I'm
Yeah.
bucking tradition. I don't got a scar.
Okay. 3 out of 5 or 6, 5.
You have an abnormally
yeah,
large amount of facial scars.
I like the drawback, so it fit perfectly.
But yeah, half orc is definitely somebody I would take notice of.
Oh, that's a good question. Are there all races around here, or?
I'm not gonna say all, but all of your core and then some.
Okay, so other half orcs though. He's not like the only one.
No, he's not the only one.
Okay.
Okay, well, eventually, Rakus, after like not that long of a time, because it turns out most people aren't good with the balance beam. Like I'd say, it takes like less than 5 minutes for you to get up there. It's like your turn to attempt to go across. If you'd like to give me an acrobatics check, we can see how far you make it. And this will just be like a 1-for-1, so like the higher you roll is how many feet you go before you fall off. You make it a little bit past the halfway point before you lose your balance and you have to fall off to the side.
Am I right behind him?
If you want to be.
Yeah, sure. So we can, move along. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like a couple people following everyone as they're on the balance beam to like there's like a person to either side to kind of like help you if like when you fall.
Yeah. Okay, so do I just go to the skills section of my character sheet and then just roll the die, or
Yeah,
how do I roll for skills?
you go to the skill section and there will be a column that says total, and each little number has a small dice next to it. You can click and drag to the chat box, you can double click, or you can drag it down into the hotbar down below and then click it once.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, I got it. So my character steps up, right when he gets on top of the stair point where he steps on the tree. He like takes like he like calms himself and like takes a deep breath. Probably gonna flub this, but well.
Yeah, and I think I actually don't know how to pronounce your character's name yet.
Kairos.
Kairos. Kairos. Oh god, you did tell me that a few days ago, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Kairos. I think you've actually made it the farthest out of anyone.
Yay.
Well done.
Yeah, it's part of the job, I suppose.
Yeah, you're the ninja. Oh, did you
Yeah.
describe yourself? What do we see?
I'm right up. Yeah, I finally got my picture to fit on the token portrait deal.
But a portrait versus a
Yeah,
description.
see, right up there.
Yeah, we see it, but we
Yeah,
still want the description.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you that I finally managed to get it to fit. I'm human, stand about 5'10", borderlining on 6 foot, pretty decently muscular, but I'm more built as I have more of a kind of a swimmer physique, more than just outright fighting. And I have two strangely shaped swords strapped to my back, and I'm wearing mostly leather gear that you can see. With short crop brunette hair and blue eyes.
Oh, I guess I never talked to you about like ethnicity or like
And you can
culture.
see I'm from Talador.
Okay.
Yeah, see, human race. Yeah, I have my ethnicity is Talador.
Okay.
Sitting around watching, I guess I'll lean over to Osgik and be like, "Hey, he's someone to look out for."
You seem to be able to move along that pretty far. That other half orc went pretty good too.
Maybe we should go talk to them.
Sure.
I think we're gonna try to go meet our party.
Um, as y'all are walking up, Rockets does have Aristotel's bow symbol on his chest.
Is it like
Ruckus has
worked
an
into your
Aristotle.
armor?
Just the bow on his chest. I mean, he's got the bow also, but yeah, he's got a chain coat with Aristotel's symbol on it.
This guy paid good money because that's one of the hardest armors to get it on. To like carve a symbol into.
It's just a wooden symbol that he's probably attached to it with a chain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's just the wooden symbol that he
I thought it was like
carries.
engraved. I was like, okay.
No, that would be really difficult. Yeah. Well, so he just aligns the chains, had them worked out perfectly. No, just the wooden symbol attached.
Yeah. And when I get to the ground and I stand fully up, and I mean, you'd have to really look because they're not made out of metal or they're not shiny or nothing. But I have like 5 different lung dragon images like stitched around my collar, around my neck. But you'd have to really look for it.
I think my character would notice that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll walk over to the victor of the log run and congratulate you with Osgik and be like, "The Halfling and I were watching your performance, and man, you're amazing."
I agree. That was
You know, I look over and I nod and said, "Well met. Thank you for the compliment."
This can't be your first time on that log. Are you from here?
No, I'm from Absalon. I came here to put to rest some old family spirits.
We just had some spirits from that Amico lady over there.
I look over, I go, different kind of spirit.
Ah. And you, half orc, you did pretty well yourself.
I tried. I did what I could. I appreciate you.
This whole festival deal seems kind of overblown to me. Seems kind of strange just to celebrate a temple.
It seems to happen every year, so it's
It
not just
gives
for the
people
festival.
something to look forward to as they toil throughout the seasons and have hardships.
Look around and go, well, this town's history seems kind of filled with hardships, apparently.
And thus the reason for such celebrations.
There must be something special about this place to warrant so many quote unquote disasters and misfortune.
I wasn't aware of a misfortune.
Oh yeah. Apparently the man who I came to see told me this place seems to attract goblins like bees to honey.
Ah, they're no problem.
Yes, but in numbers, in numbers like they like to gather, they can prove to be quite troublesome, even to experienced warriors.
They are also not tasty.
One would think that would be obvious.
You've eaten goblin?
Haven't you?
No.
Hmm.
Quick poll. Have we all eaten goblin here?
No.
No.
I haven't been that desperate yet.
Maybe it's a chance. Do we see the dwarf, or is he still arm wrestling?
Yeah, I imagine that like cuz remember there's like a bunch of people at all these events and it's not like you have to stop as soon as you're done. So I imagine that's like the thing he's sticking to.
Okay. So are you guys going across this log again, or do you guys want to go try something else? Maybe get food?
I reckon on a spice curry, catfish, or salmon.
I believe I'll go partake of some of this place's food. They say they have really good food here, and I'm not going to be here long, so I might as well partake of the local venue.
I heard the venison is exquisite.
Table for four
Sounds
then?
good.
Okay.
Table for 4. Are there only 4 of us? Oh, great.
I don't know where the dwarf is
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, that sounds pleasant.
Yeah, Aldec's kind of on his own right now.
Could be sitting at the table for 5, and we'll just have to go on you.
He's already sitting there. We're like, is it seat taken?
He kind of just does a hand motion and it says, "Go ahead and sit down."
I don't think it's tables. I think it's literally just like a bunch of benches they've lined up so people can sit down. So he's just on a bench that has enough space for you guys.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And as
Unless
all dinner conversations go, they end once everybody starts eating.
Right.
Wait, hey, dwarf, you ever eaten a goblin?
you know how racist you sound saying that. Hey dwarf.
You were sitting next to us. Hello, greetings and well met, bearded fellow.
That's like me being like, hey Asian.
Like
It doesn't sound right, does it?
like Aldec just kind of looks up at you eating that as venison and is like, and no, I don't eat goblin, and I never have.
I'm gonna look
Why
over
the
at Kyra
sudden,
and be
why
like,
the
"See?
sudden question?
I guess just
You don't eat goblins because other people have tried goblins and said they don't taste good. If somebody said they were a delicacy, you may eat goblins.
Like you can tell on his face, like the idea of eating goblin is making him visibly ill. Oh, like,
Yeah,
well,
my character looks a little bit green around the gills too for that.
I can't imagine
I suppose
goblin.
one would have to be. I suppose one would have to be drunk in order to eat a goblin.
I can't imagine goblins taste good, considering that they primarily eat trash. But to each their own, I guess, in the eyes of Torag.
well,
Goats and pigs eat trash. They're
I was gonna
delicious.
say, couldn't it be argued pigs do as well?
Hmm,
I think that's goats.
It's a surprising amount of things, actually.
Right.
Well, I don't know if decomposers are the best dinner side conversation. So, greetings. I'm Denton. I just met these fellows. What's your name?
I am Aldec Bronzehorn. And Torag be with you.
I like nod in his direction and I go, I'm Kairos.
I'm Osgic Earthrun.
Raucous.
Was Kairos actually rocking a sleeveless shirt with a collar?
Yep.
Nice.
Is that a sleeveless leather vest?
It might actually be.
This is getting better.
Right? I imagine jean shorts. You can't see his...
No, I'm not that. I'm not that big of a Florida man.
Are you?
He's
Well,
wearing
he's like a
jorts.
ninja, right? So they need to be like skin tight.
Oh, not necessarily. No, I'm wearing I'm wearing legging, I'm wearing cloth leggings and stuff like that, and I'm wearing boots.
Time does the Sandpoint Festival end? What's it called? Swallow Festival?
Oh yeah, this is actually something you guys would have picked up while you're here. There is basically like the conclusion of the Tail Festival is like a few hours from now, when the sun sets.
I think unless there's any other major events, Raucous would probably just watch and eat and drink.
Yeah. If you guys just want to enjoy the merriment, we don't need to like role play
Yeah.
2 hours worth of time.
Like spend some time
Yeah,
together.
that
Get to...
sounds good.
Right. Right. Yeah, like Aldeck would probably just enjoy the conversation while reading his book of fine metals and other fine works.
We're
I
spending...
do-
Metals, forged
Raucous
metals and
would
other fine
ask,
works.
so what brings you, what was your name again? I'm sorry.
Aldeck.
Aldeck to this festival.
Official business is of the Church of Torag, but I don't think it would be. It wouldn't hurt to tell you I'm here on monster slaying business, specifically something called the Sandpoint Devil.
Devil, you say?
I imagine it's just a local moniker. I can't imagine that an actual devil would be here, but who knows? Stranger things happen in Galarian.
Is there like a knowledge on that?
What do you mean? I
Probably
tend
like
to have, rather than, and like this isn't a hard rule, it used to be, but I tend to prefer if you're like more like telling me what you're trying to discern rather than ask to do a check.
Oh, okay. Do I know anything about the Sandpoint Devil? Because it sounds religious. Devil.
That would be a knowledge local.
Then not have knowledge local, so never mind.
I will roll that if it's okay.
Yeah. Because this might have been something that you've heard of. Okay, yeah, there's talks down in the harbor of this Sandpoint Devil, and supposedly it's responsible for like a few missing persons cases, but there's no like definitive proof. It's more of like a local legend that like a lot of people will swear by, even though it's like just as likely that these people have like ran off or just like got on a ship or something like that. But there have been some like it's basically a collection of cases that people have pulled together and been like, oh, it's the Sandpoint Devil. Like finding someone who's been strangled to death, human bones down by the ports, a few missing person cases, stuff like that. Yeah.
It's like getting attacked by Bigfoot.
Yes. Yeah.
Or-
Bigfoot
Or
sighting.
sort of like Jack the Ripper.
Yes.
If like Bigfoots totally might exist, like there are magical beasts.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
Weird.
And just because we're talking about Bigfoot, I'm gonna say if the Sandpoint Devil is actually a thing, that he's pixelated.
It's just a giant walking mosaic.
I'll try to draw him. It's
It's
just
just
these
better
weird.
than nothing.
But it is such a mythical creature that like there have been multiple like investigators and hunters that have come to town looking for it because it does have this level of clout, even though there's no real proof it exists.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like Bigfoot.
Like, personally, I think the whole story is hogwash. But again, like I said, stranger things have happened in Galarian, so might as well make sure 100% that it's hogwash. And Aldeck just downs his mead.
You
Well,
know,
if you
he,
need
you
a
know,
place to look down by the docks, you may get some information. The sheriff could be a good source also, but he's probably going to tell you it's not real.
Right.
well, you shouldn't discount all legends because all legends have at least a nugget of truth to them.
And the negative truth in this legend may be that it's not really a devil, but the devil inside of this town, the people here.
A kid. Hey, so do we all hear this, Jacob?
So that was just me testing something, completely
Uh,
unrelated. Well, kind of. Typed in Verisian in the chat. I put stranger than Verisians who don't know Verisian.
ah,
Huh,
all right,
neat.
all right. So
So, is this your first investigation of devils and the like, or have you been on other Torak missions?
you see that Aldeck's kind of reluctant to give this information, but actually, I've recently gained my high knighthood, and this is my first mission out from the Five Kings Mountains. And
So, is it Sir Aldeck?
again, he seems reluctant. No, just Aldeck is fine, and or Brother Bronzehorn if you prefer to be formal. Well, but no, I imagine that this business with the Sandpoint Devil is just something to keep me busy, he says kind of grumbly. And out of the hair out of certain other individuals.
If you don't mind me saying, Master Dwarf, it seems like the Five Kings Mountain is quite a journey from here. It seems like you've traveled an awful far distance for just mere legend.
Yes, it does seem that way, doesn't it? And again, he's kind of drinking his mead in between this. Is like you get the idea that Aldeck is kind of bitter about being out here, but he begrudgingly has to do it.
Can I use a sense motive?
Sure, go ahead.
I mean, for what? That's why I asked earlier if you could give me like a reason instead of just asking for a check. Like sense motive just doesn't mean just know everything about Aldic.
All right.
Hey,
Would
Yeah,
I be able to
I
pick up on if he is trying to be furtive about something?
yeah.
Cool.
But I'm
That's
also a
call for
ninja
sense
and I
motive.
also trade in secrets, so there's that too.
like you're 100% certain that Aldeck is truly out here for what he says. He's just not happy about it in the least.
Happy about it. Guess he was given the crap job.
The equivalent of being like assigned to Siberia or whatever.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
While you may be on one mission, it could be an opportunity for you to branch into other assignments that may be part of your looking for this devil. could be an opportunity for you to get better assignments in the future.
That's certainly the hope in my case. Is I have I have other things I'd rather be doing, but uh, the duty calls, well, so to speak, and I must answer the call of duty.
You said duty.
As the great imperial dragon said, one's duty is one's own business.
Oh, here's something of note based on that comment. There's a traditional like Varisian greeting that if you guys read that source book I shared, you might have seen. And it's something effectively along the lines of like "Hello, stranger" from a stranger, which is like a common Varisian greeting. If like the person doesn't want to reveal who they are and they don't expect you to reveal who they are, so a lot of travelers will do that. At least Varisian one.
All right.
And then like a couple hours go by of like you guys enjoying the festival, and you guys hear like a loud clapping, and when you look over in the sound of the direction, on the big podium in the center of this gathering place, you see Father Xantus, who has just used a thunderstone. He pops out, and this is like right at sunset. I think is like the perfect time for this to happen. Like I said, with the end of the festival, basically, that immediately gets everyone's attention. You hear him clear his throat. Another one of the things I'm not gonna do. And he starts reciting a prayer. If anyone wants to give me like knowledge, religion, I can give you some insight into it. But I think it's safe for all of you to assume now that you have this information that it's like some prayer of Desna. Yeah, and I think that's the information that everyone gets here. And Aldeck, you'd have like a little bit more information about it. Like I'll tell you what it's called. It's called the Pair of the First Streaming. And this is one of like the primary prayers within the Desna church, and it's basically just talking about the first dream that Desna bestowed upon someone. It actually ties in pretty deeply to her lore if you want to go look it up. There was like this small child back when Desna was like this little butterfly thing that she like bestowed a dream upon, and this child later grew up to be like a prominent person within the Desna mythology. So it's a little prayer that gets recited. Um, and then I think you guys should all roll initiative, like pretty much immediately after that. You start hearing like screaming, which I will get into more detail after everyone's done their initiative.
Ooh, all right.
Looks like Sean crashed from Discord.
What was that?
Looks like Sean crashed from Discord.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't even hear that. He's still in here, so let's hope he hops back in pretty quickly. Hated it
So-
during first combat he had to disappear.
He is a ninja.
Well, that's true. Kind of his whole shtick, isn't it?
Sean, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Just my wireless still kind of went out on me, but yeah, I'm back now.
So just going to hop back into Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
All right.
Okay, so what happened? Everybody did their knowledge check for their religion check for that man's benediction.
It's just another prayer of Desna about the first dream, but now we all have to roll for initiative.
Do you guys like hear screaming in the distance? I will roll
Okay, character.
initiative for him.
Okay.
Let's see what you get. A +7. It's a spicy modifier right there.
Fast ninja.
Yeah. Improved initiative. You gotta love it.
It's so good. Like, going first is so good, but I always struggle to justify getting it.
Okay.
Okay, once again, you're in a new sheet.
Yeah, no, I keep trying to. My character sheet won't pop up. Is it in like where do they go? Like,
It
do
should
I
be under
go
the
to library
character.
or what?
Should be under characters.
There we go. I got it. Okay.
Just have to wait longer.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so rolling it. Okay, you already rolled for me, right?
Yeah, you got
Okay,
a 4, so 11.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, you guys start hearing screaming as a bunch of people from the northern side of town begin running your way. Do you guys want to give me some like perception checks to like get a grasp of what's going on?
Sure. But I want to draw my sword though.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. You guys can pull your weapons
Jesus
out.
Christ, a +10.
Very perceptive.
You think +10 is crazy? Let me send you some stuff your way after the session. Okay, cool. I think like Denton, is it Osgic?
Yep.
Okay, Osgic. The two of you can actually pick out amongst the crowd a few flames being lit, and you see a few goblins running about. I think this is when combat would start. So you kind of have an idea of what's approaching you. And I'm not going to give you guys, like, there's going to be no surprise around here, just because, giant crowd coming towards you.
Yep.
Don't think that warrants one.
Speaking of free action, can we like yell goblins or something to warn the people that didn't perceive?
Yeah.
Yell goblins. Also, I probably shouldn't yell. So,
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to try on your end, I just have like hypersensitive mics, so I don't do that.
goblins! There.
Or you could just say you shout goblins loudly.
There you go. Well, I stream, so my mic is normally like 1 to 3 inches away from my face. So if I wanted to scream, I'd need to move back like a foot. Okay, and we will get our first bit of initiative going. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually really excited. Should be some new extensions that y'all will notice, especially newer players. I think the most obvious one will be like combat based. Those will be the most obvious ones. And I think some of them will come apparent immediately. You see this goblet come from behind one of the food stands to the north. Starts running out with a dog slicer in hand. If anyone wants to give me some knowledge local checks, I'm willing to give you information about goblins.
Oof.
Yeah, I think you're the only one that knows things.
Yeah,
So
not with
I
that.
only
I think you
good.
would all know like
It's
the
about
standard goblin stuff, though. You know, like they're little green guys who don't like horses, dogs, or tall shanks.
Tastes good.
Um,
They don't taste good.
yeah. Turns out Rackus would know they don't taste good.
and we're gonna get our chance.
They also don't like the written word too.
I don't think that's like common knowledge, though. I think the destructive aspect that would lead to that is common. Like they just trash fucking everything.
Yeah.
And
And
they're
they eat
like
gross stuff.
a hate-filled, ravenous people, which is why they're like raiders, is because of those two motivations right there.
Yeah.
And
They're
you
small size.
see this fucking goblin coming out, just barely 3 feet tall, extremely scrawny. And I don't know if you knew this about goblins in Pathfinder, but they're 3 feet tall, but they're like pretty wide for a creature their size, and they have like big ass heads. So these goblins are particularly weird goblins, at least in my opinion. That's a little picture of them. Except for the ones you would see approaching you are dressed a little bit differently. And they're using dog slicers as opposed to what I would assume is supposed to be a short sword for them. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell with the thickness of that blade. Yeah, and I don't think there's like anything sensible going on when it comes to this goblin right now. Like I think it like runs up to the front of this the stand in front of you guys, and it like you see it run up to like a dog that was like laying underneath it, kind of like waking up, and it just like cuts open its belly, and you see all its guts come out.
Someone.
Animal abuse.
Well, here's the first goblin that gets to die.
And then
Okay.
you see like another one fall off the building behind it and like get up and like stumble in front of the like stand.
Alright. I'll take my move action to draw my light crossbow.
Okay. Now, and I do have questions about that. Generally speaking, when it comes to a handful of weapons, like you could say that they're loaded.
Crossbow usually would not be, just because you'd break the string if you left it loaded for too long. So I was actually about to take my standard action to load it.
That's what I was going to address. Like basically I do let some people with your more easy to load weapons do that, but there are risks associated with it.
Kind of like a sling.
No, like cuz like a sling, there isn't like a proper way to like carry it, for which you would just leave the rock in there.
Right.
And you have to wind it up too, so it's a little different. It's mostly guns and crossbows.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, send my standard action to load a bolt.
Okay. And just for everyone to know, if you open up the combat tracker, you can actually end your turn in the bottom left of it. There's a black box pointing down. A black circle with a white arrow. Okay. And finally, you actually see a goblin like approach you guys. It's actually gonna charge at Osgic. And for selecting enemies or allies, depending on what you're trying to do, when you're on the map, you just control click them. I believe you can also do it through the combat tracker, though I never do it that way. Just because I want to make sure I'm targeting the one I'm looking at. Yeah, like I said, he's going to swing this dog slicer at you. Oof. Okay, and he manages, as you're like cocking back your crossbow, he manages to like get a nice clean swipe on your right arm. maybe not clean in your perspective.
Okay, I will use my move action to get behind. Well, not so much get behind, but get adjacent. Yeah, get adjacent to the goblin, attacking, attacking our good dwarf here, and I'm going to attack with Wakizashi.
Okay, just move yourself over there. You need to move yourself over there and target him.
Can you resend the map, please?
Go
the
to
grid?
images,
Okay.
and it should be under there.
Image.
See this?
Swallowtail.
Yep.
Where's the images at?
It's one of the sidebars.
If
The
under groups you go
sidebar.
to uncategorized, it makes it way easier to find.
Combat tracker.
Is it under uncategorized?
Yeah, it's under uncategorized.
Oh, that's weird. On my end, if I go to uncategorized, it doesn't show me like anything.
Party sheet calendar. Perfect.
You can also do a filter in the bottom right, or at least the GM can, that's like shared images. But I assume that's all you guys had.
Uh-huh.
I have mine set to group all and then shared images.
Group all.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any deal on my end.
Okay, well, you need to fiddle around with images when it's not your turn, and I'll just share it with you for now, because this is going to be important for everyone to be able to do.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay.
So move yourself wherever you're going to go, and then as long as you have your character selected, you can hold control and click your target, and it will have the roll be versus their AC.
There you go.
Or whatever else your attack is.
Okay.
So now give me another attack. I always make people re-roll unless everything is set up properly. Whether it's good or bad. No, you need to control click the goblin while you have your character selected.
Okay.
You'll see on the combat tracker that you now have the goblin and yourself clicked. So you're going to need to control click yourself.
Control click.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you just untoggled and
Okay.
retoggled.
There you go. Okay.
Learning new systems.
Right?
It's always fun. Okay.
Okay, now you can do the attack roll.
Okay.
Watch, now you're gonna get a 1. Okay.
Let's look on your sheet which one you're clicking on.
It's 11. I mean, his deal's 11.
No, I know, but you're rolling that's just a D10. You need to roll from your character sheet the attack.
Okay. Oh, that's attack bonus. I see. Okay.
Under
Yeah, like
you
the
want to be on
dice.
the actions tab and then click on the
Actions.
it should show your Wakizashi.
Ah, I see it. I see
Yeah, a
it.
little dice symbol that says 1.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wakizashi, melee.
And you want the
dice
first of
set.
those 4 yellow boxes.
Okay. Okay, I'm on actions. My weapons: short bow, shuriken, wakizashi.
Yeah, so the gray box right there, you should be able to drag it or double click it, whatever you prefer. That's the damage.
Mhm.
You need to do an attack.
Okay, I know. Okay, and okay.
There you go.
Like 13. So I got a 13
Yep.
total. I mean,
That's not high enough to hit. That's why it has the white flag and says you missed.
how did I miss a 13 at his 11?
No, that's Goblin 11, like number 11 Goblin.
Yeah, you don't get to see his AC.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, cool.
The only thing I think you guys can see is his initiative I think you can see his HP as well, and then his effects.
Cool. Okay.
And then if you're done with your turn, in the combat tracker in the bottom left, there's a little black button with a white arrow pointing down. You can click to end your turn.
Okay. In the combat tracker, you said?
Yeah, which is in the top right. It's the white button with the 2 cross swords.
Okay,
Sweet.
I got it.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step diagonally.
Okay.
I'm going to try to cast Bless, but I don't know if I have it like prepared correctly. So
Okay.
let's see. Here's nothing.
Let's look at your action tab.
It says prepared 03.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to.
So if we
prepare.
go into the mode that you have right now, it's standard. Switch it over to prepared, and then choose which spells are prepared.
Oh, okay, guys.
And in case anyone didn't notice or know this, I guess, next to the name of your spell class, you can change what kind of caster you are. So it defaults to a prepared caster, but you can switch it over to spontaneous or psionic. And now if you hit, put it back to standard is what I'd go to, but you can use combat if you'd like.
Sweet.
Looks like you didn't load up. Did you load up the PFRPG spellbook made by Farnaby's?
I don't know. I can check.
Okay, because if you need to pull the spells from that because they have all the automation in them, and it looks like you didn't pull Bless from that.
I'll grab that quick.
And the same with Shield of Faith, but let's just worry about Bless for now.
Can you say the name of the book again?
The PFRPG spellbook. It should be a brown book with a black silhouette of a wolf.
I've got it loaded. I didn't pull from it, so.
Okay.
I'll pull from
Yeah.
it.
Then if you just look Bless up, there should be a Bless that ends with that has like a Y at the end of it. That's the Bless you'll use. I'll get rid of your old one. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now if you hit the microscope on that, you should see all the effects there. Okay, and I am a sucker for descriptions, so I'm going to be asking you guys to do that fairly regularly, pretty much as often as you can.
Okay.
So, and I'm a little bit more interested, like with the first time you use some kind of weapon, especially when it comes to spells. Like, what does Denton's version of Bless look like? That's a question I'll ask with spells a lot.
My deity has a lot to do with like deception and mirrors. So I think my holy symbol's like polished like a mirror sheen. So I kind of like shine some light, I guess, at it, and it reflects everywhere, kind of like a disco ball.
Nice. So you should be able to target.
I think I had everybody targeted when I cast quote bless. Why?
Yeah, it looks like you have all 5 of you targeted, and then you should just be able to apply the effect. And now, if all of you are looking at the combat tracker, you will see that you have the bless effects.
All right.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Cool.
Thanks for the help.
Appreciate it.
Alright then. I just want to make sure I'm not doubling up on. Okay, it's a sacred bonus, not a morale bonus. I will take a 5-foot step back. Swift action to give myself judgment of. I think it's piercing, the damage one. Did it work? Yes. And then I will cast a spell, Divine Favor, on myself. As I do, being Aristil, very community-based, bow-based thing. Like my bow itself kind of lights up, and there's just a nice, warm, comfortable feeling that radiates as I get ready to kill things. And then I'll cast my turn.
Is this the one that like bathes your weapon in light?
Divine favor, probably. That's what it seems like it would do, yeah. It gives me my luck bonuses, which allows me to capitalize on my fate's favored.
Great. All right, so all deck, hammer in hand, is going to take a 5 foot step up to this goblinoid that just got into everyone's faces, and try to bash his skull in with his warhammer. Hammer. Oh, I think I hit.
There he goes.
All right.
Don't he have combat advantage because he's flanking him?
That's
No,
not a
it's
flank
not
right
flanking.
there.
No.
Not flanking. Okay.
He's got to be one space up to be flanking.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So I hit, and let's see.
Ooh,
Oh
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I certainly turned that goblin's head into mush.
Good hit.
Yeah. So, oh, the big overhead swing. You see Aldec's hammer come down on this poor goblin's head, and it just kind of explodes into a into a mush of bone and muscle fragment. And
Basically, like what would happen to a smashed, overripe watermelon.
Let's keep in mind
Right.
he's not dead.
Mhm.
He's dying. He's not
Oh.
dead.
oh,
He's brain damaged.
okay. So I just
He's brain damaged.
okay. So I just most certainly gave him brain damage and cracked his skull. I was certain. Oh well.
Can you lower a goblin's intelligence? I guess we can.
Apparently.
All right.
Huh.
So
Find out something new every day.
all right. I think that's all deck can do. So that's his turn. And pardon me, but I gotta step away for a second. So feel free to go on.
Okay.
Unless someone attacks all deck.
Yeah, no, if that happens, I mean, unless it's something weird, we'll probably just go through with it unless there's some kind of reactive ability you have that I don't know about.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then a comment for a way I handle mobs. One, if like generally speaking, I randomize their hit die, just to add some spice of life in there because I don't want you to always be like, okay, a goblin has this much HP every time I fight it. Also, if this creature is something I would denote as unimportant, generally speaking, when they go into the dying state, unless there's some reason for you guys to like want to not let them die, I will just have them die. For example, I don't think any of the goblins here are going to try and help a goblin 11 while he's dead. So instead of or dying, so instead of having you guys have to spend time killing them off, even though it probably won't matter, I am just going to get rid of Goblin 11 in this situation. Unless you guys tell me in advance, like, hey, I want to, do something with this goblin.
Do we count the space where the goblin fell as difficult terrain?
No, I'm just going to delete the token.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
And Goblin 12, the one who just, like, killed a dog in front of you. Murdered is actually the proper term, I believe. Yeah? Yeah, murdered.
There's still time. We can save it.
He says as, like, the guts, the intestines are coming
Push it back
out of
in.
the fucking dog. It kind of
Yeah.
turns around and it's immediately gonna charge Aldic. And they're all wielding dog slicers. Can't remember if I said that or not. But like it's this really like unbalanced, like lopsided swing that like you easily block with your hammer. You just shove it off basically. And then this other goblin that like just fell off of a fucking building last turn, gonna like lazily walk up here and end its turn. It seems kind of like woozy.
Alright, he's within 30 feet, so point blank activates. So I believe that works. Yep. And I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at it.
Oh, so close.
Right?
That was almost a 1.
Yes. Ah, miss.
And I'm gonna see. Back up a little bit.
I imagined that just like flew into the ground next to it since you didn't want to hit Aldic.
Yeah.
Also, you don't have precise shot, so you need to roll that.
Right, I do get a -4, don't I?
Yeah. So you need to re-roll that.
Alright.
So you're shooting arrows at us?
Let me put in a modifier.
Modifier box is in the bottom left.
Yeah.
And even if I know you guys know this stuff, I'm gonna...
I haven't played Pathfinder 1 in like a little over a year, so I'm a little rusty.
That's okay. I'm just like, specifically with Fantasy Ground stuff, I'm gonna, even if I know like the person doing it knows the thing, I'm still gonna reiterate it because I know not everyone does.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's nice to learn from people playing their class.
That was a proper miss.
Good job.
You'll get there sometime.
Are you sure you want to back up, or do you wanna do that reload?
No, I'm gonna back up. I don't want to get hit again.
That's fair.
I mean, I can get in front and protect you. You don't have to move.
Yeah, but my character wouldn't know that.
Right? That's fair. You
Yeah,
guys
that's
haven't worked
true.
together before.
Yeah, that's true.
That is it for me. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to move adjacent to our good dwarf here. And I will... Guess I'll attack that one threatening him.
Goblin that charged him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he's got a lower AC then.
Yeah.
Nice.
This one has a adrenaline rush going on right now.
Oh, damn it.
Golly!
Level 1 struggles.
Getting them out early. It's good.
Sweet. All right, Sean, do you have a reason to
So
leave the
you
table,
say.
or you gonna stay for the rest of
No,
it? Okay, cool.
I'm good so far.
Just everyone's like, I'll take my turn and fuck this. All right, so I am going to attack the goblin that is not being attacked. The goblin, I don't know what that number is. 1.
And he didn't charge. He kind of just like lazily walked up to you. He looks like a little bit dizzy, kind of stumbling around.
So, moment of truth. I'm going to try to use that action to give him a vision of madness, and I don't know how if my effect's gonna work.
Honestly, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to double check. No, it looks like, did you do a spacing in between the colon and the minuses?
I just literally copied and pasted it from that website, but I can add one here in a second.
Okay. I think there needs to be a space, but you can try using it real quick. We'll see if it actually does the thing. Ooh, I don't know if that extension worked properly. That might be the miss symbol. I don't know. I added a few extensions last night that I haven't used before, so I want to say that's the miss symbol just because you did miss, but we'll find out.
Sounds good.
What does Visions of Madness, like pretty much anytime you do something new, a description is warranted. Also, pretty much anytime you do an action in combat.
I attempt to
Aren't they
touch.
already kind of mad?
I attempt to touch the.
Aren't they already kind of mad enough?
They're probably crazy, sure, but I'm trying to make them bad, like inefficient, I guess. So crazy. So yeah, I poke them, but this time it kind of fizzles, so nothing really happens. In the future, they're gonna freak out. But it is a touch attack. So,
Like he just lazily stumbles out of the way.
this guy a drunken master or something?
I'm back.
Well, he fell off a building and survived, and then stumbled over here. Maybe.
I will move over there, and I need to activate my point blank before I do that. Give me 1 second. I can activate the blank. Now I can do it.
There you go.
Fucking A.
We are not rolling well today.
Right?
You're getting the bad ones out early. That's the way to look at it.
Hardest fight in the game.
It's 2 goblins.
It was 3. Don't sell yourself short.
Hold on, I need to re-roll that because I didn't do my precise shot. Or I don't have precise shot. And I just remembered that. Eek. -4.
When you're a freaking ranged character who doesn't have precise shot.
I only get 1 feat at first level.
Yeah, you,
Right?
you have to take point blank to get precise shot, which is why I don't have it either.
Everybody dreaming for the day they turn level 3. No! One worse.
I wasted my 1 good roll on a freaking balancing beam.
It's crazy this campaign introduced a boss so early.
There's no greater enemy than RNG.
All right.
Okay, cleric, pray to RNGesus for us.
Blessed
All right.
be our Lord, RNGesus.
Second verse, same as the first for old deck. He's gonna try and bash his goblin's head in.
You're the only one doing something so far, man. Good luck.
I think for proper head bashing in, you need to like crit this guy.
Oh,
Or-
that didn't show up on the tracker.
That was
What?
2
I
rolls.
suddenly rolled 2.
Oh, you hit with either one.
I'd
Yeah.
still make a reroll.
All right. What? Okay, I'm magically rolling 2
Are you
now.
targeting 2 people?
No,
That might actually be the case. No,
I
he
can-
just has 1 targeted.
I clicked myself, and then I clicked on the goblin with control.
You
so-
were targeting yourself, actually, if you look at the misses. The second one was on
Oh.
yourself. So yeah, we just get 1 more.
There we go. Oh, come
Oh
on.
my god.
All those rolls wasted. All
Bonding
right.
through failure.
Okay, so
Oh.
does anything happen on a natural 1?
No, I'm not using crit fumble, so it's really just up to you to, like, if you want to express that you're doing way worse than normal. Like, I try and make combat as cinematic as possible. A little bit less so on my end, just because I have so many more people to deal with than you guys. But, like, I try and make it more than just I hit and move.
Right, so all the feeling so cocky after hitting the first one. Han tries again with the second one, but it's sort of like he sort of like I guess hurts his wrist on the swing, and uh his swing goes limp in his hand. And he's just as embarrassed by the whole situation as his turn ends.
And I'm gonna
Alright.
take the AC effect off, seeing as he is not charging anymore. And I think he is just gonna continue to attack Aldeck, because that's the only one he's seen like kill a goblin so far. So you're definitely the biggest threat.
See if you can actually hit me.
I'm gonna laugh if he does.
Oof.
Oh no!
You guys ready for this?
With a crit too.
Well, me and my big mouth.
From crit fumble to crit.
Wounded.
Alright, 6 damage.
Never mock the dice roll. Never ask for it.
Alright.
And that's the end of the goblin's turn. It just
Lucky
basically
goblin.
like sees you like fumble with your hammer, and then uses that as an opportunity to lunge forward in between your arms.
Ah!
And
Goofy
this,
little garbage eating little mongrel.
yeah, as it's like spewing out in goblin, just like cursing Longshanks.
Oh, jeez.
And I think this goblin's finally like out of his like stumbling daze. He kind of tries to straighten up, the one right in front of Denton, and like tries to take a swing at him. And he just like lifts it up off the ground barely and tries to like sweep your feet, and you kind of just like can kick it away.
So I have that ability that if I'm missed on my turn, I can teleport to an adjacent spot.
Oh, I
So
misread that. I thought that was if you missed on your turn.
no, it's them missing me.
Oh, okay. That's my bad. Yeah, if you want to use that, that's a reaction, I assume.
Yeah, as an immediate action.
Oh, immediate.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I put the little text there, but it says like in the blink of an eye, I flash and teleport away.
Yeah, I
So I'm
read
gonna
the flavor
teleport
text. I just misread
there.
when it happens.
So now we'll be flanking on your turn, Cairo.
Is that like the only parallel I have for this right now is like fucking like either Naruto or like Jumper?
I imagine it kind of looks instant transmission-y, like the Goku thing, but it's the goddess of deception is suddenly making me somewhere else. I'm slippery.
Nice. So you guys just saw that.
I just
Not
blinked it.
yet,
Witchcraft.
anyway.
Switchcraft.
Good timing because I think it's almost Cairo's turn, but
Yeah. Should be my turn, right?
oh, Oscar.
It's my turn.
Osgic.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna drop my crossbow, shouting a bit angrily after the cut, and cast magic missile.
Oh hell yeah!
Magic missile.
Missed this.
Finally bringing out some good stuff now.
Which one are you hit?
The one nearest me.
What does your magic missile look like? I'm looking for descriptions. I mean, it gives you a vague idea in the spell, but if you like want to change that or add your own flavor, that's what I'm looking for.
It crackles a little bit instead of normal look, like little bit reminiscent of lightning.
If you're done with your turn, just end it on the tracker.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good.
Thought I clicked it. I clicked to the side of it.
My turn?
Yeah.
Now, does it automatically count the flank?
No,
Or
you'll
do you-
have to put that in there yourself. You have to put the modifier in
Oh,
the
I
box.
do?
Yeah,
Where do I do that at?
the modifier box in the bottom left.
Oh, okay.
It's just a 2, right?
Yep.
A 2. Okay. Will it also do the sneak attack damage for me, or do I have to also put that in?
That's yeah, you have a special effect for that, so you'll have to do that yourself.
Okay. So, but I won't do that till unless this attack lands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Good thing we flanked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and my sneak attack also comes into play, right?
Yeah, that will get increased as well, but we're gonna have to do something a little different with that. Just do your regular damage die for now.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. And now, if we go up to the top right to effects, or not effects, modifiers, there is a modifier option called critical. So when you roll the damage for your sneak attack, it'll treat it as critical.
Okay. Where's that at? Is it combat X?
What's wrong, Ben?
Oh, I just didn't understand what the G was. Is it a special?
I tell you signify crits.
Oh, cool.
Did you find the crit button, Sean?
Where's it at?
In the top right, one of the gray boxes, it's called modifiers. It's a plus and minus symbol.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. In there,
Okay.
there's an option called critical at the bottom.
Okay.
You just click that, and then you'll go to your actions tab and use your sneak attack damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in actions.
Yep.
Now I just
Good.
and where does it say sneak attack?
I had a sneak attack set up for you, but it looks like it's not there anymore. I don't know if it has something to do with you having a million sheets, but I can add it real quick.
Okay, go for it.
Let's make sure we maintain this sheet from here on out.
Okay.
And like learning the coding is something you should all attempt to do. I think all of you actually have at least one effect, whether or not it's a spell. But your damage should be set up for the sneak attack now.
Okay.
Do you see it in there?
All I'm seeing is this under special effects, level 1, sneak attack, and then that's it.
Okay, so with sneak
Click
attack,
the little magnifying glass.
yes.
Okay. There it is. Okay, it's there.
If
Now
you've
what?
selected the critical under modifiers, it should treat it like a crit when you click that damage.
Okay. Just did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
I don't know if this is flying over people's heads, but I'm trying to make combat descriptive, and it doesn't seem like it's happening.
Okay, here's what you know, since he's being flanked, that kind of turns the goblin I'm attacking. When he teleported, it caused such a stir from this goblin that was in front of me to spin around, and with that, I kind of twirl my wakizashi in my hand. And I put the palm of my left hand above the handle, and I have my wakizashi in a reverse grip with my right, and I shove it forward right into his back. And I pull it out, and I like flick the blood away.
That's the end of Goblin 12.
Yay.
just real quick, was that the right amount of damage? Does his weapon dice double plus sneak attack for crits?
Yeah.
But so
Unless there
shouldn't
was
there be
a
one more die at least?
misbehavior. I can double check if you're worried about it.
Just for the future, it's just when does Wakasashi deal damage with a die, and then that gets doubled. So at least there'd be 2 die plus whatever his sneak attack dies. So you should see at least 3 die rolled.
He had 4 dice rolled total.
Oh, I see what's up. He did 2 separate sets of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, because he has multiple weapons, instead of making versions of them with sneak attack, he just added a sneak attack effect.
Okay, we've been rolling so many times, I didn't know you counted both. I thought it was until I got it right or whatever. That was the second half. Cool. At this point, I'm still up to a goblin, so I'm going to try again to give him a vision of madness. So, like, weird necrotic energy comes through my hand, and I kind of poke towards this goblin, and we'll see if I can touch him. I touch him. So he goes slightly mad. I'm not exactly sure how that would look like in a goblin, but I'm sure it'd be something that he would hate. So, like, perfume? I don't know, like, he can't stop smelling
A
perfume or
vision
something.
of a
Yeah, there you go.
or he smells horses because they hate horses,
There you
right?
go. He's in a library with horses for librarians. So I'm going to give him -1 attack, -1 saves, and then +1 to skill. So he'll get extra to, like, reading books, linguistics or something. Does this work?
What do you mean? What do you mean does it work?
I pushed the button. Did it apply the debuff like it should have, or do I need to add that space?
No, it looks like it did. He has well, did you apply all of them?
Yep, it's supposed to
Okay.
be -2 to -1 to 2 different things, and then +1 to the opposite.
Okay, no, you did. Okay, I thought you had -1s for all of them. My bad. No, it did. I think that's what that. So the last icon was blue, which I think symbolizes a miss, and this one's purple with a thunderbolt.
Cool.
You guys
Well-
can see that, right?
Yeah.
No. Where's the thunderbolt purple?
Oh, It
I
switched
saw that.
over. It disappeared when It disappeared when Denton's turn was over. I don't know if there's a way, because I don't see it either. I don't know.
I
Maybe
did see it.
I think it's
Whenever-
only when he does the effect and then it disappears. But you guys should be able to see the effect icons on the goblin.
Yeah, I can see the effects on the goblin.
Yeah, so he has
Sure.
2 penalties and a boon. And then there's Rakkus over here who has like all of the buffs.
Oops.
Oh, a thing I didn't actually question. So Divine Favor is giving you a attack bonus. Is that a specified or is that just a general attack bonus? Like to
It's
the
a luck
damage?
bonus. It's a +2. Well, it's a +1 luck bonus to attack and a +1 luck bonus to damage. But with Fate's Favorite, it increases that by 1 for both of them
Okay.
because they're luck.
It should stack with Blessed then, because I think it's
Yeah,
morale.
because it's the morale. Yeah, that's why I was checking before I spent my turn casting that. Is point blank still on? Yes. Okay. Then I will try to attack. Still targeting again. Motherfucker.
All right. Old egg full of piss and vinegar after getting stabbed somehow by a lucky goblin that thankfully is now dead. Is going to turn his entire rage on the last remaining bits of his rage on the final goblin.
You're welcome.
Yep. All right. So, yep. Okay. Hey, one more time. Swing the hammer. Oh yeah.
There we go.
All right. And yeah, one time again. and aiming for his big fat head, the hammer comes down
Big
and
fat.
hopefully smashes his skull. Oh, to
think-
bits. But
Aldic has a thing for heads.
I mean, it's the biggest thing on the goblin. And it's,
It's
It's
fair.
not wrong. I mean, it's basically a big bullseye.
and so, yep, and his skull explodes in a mess of muscles, bone, and sinew.
And I think now that you guys have like just a moment of like a few moments of like a lack of chaos, at least in your immediate vicinity, you can like look around and you see that like these goblin attacks are going on all throughout the square and is like as far as you can see in any direction. So it's not just like goblins that you're fighting; those were just the goblins that were keeping you guys occupied. And you see a handful of smaller pockets around you. So I'm gonna give you like a moment. Is there anything you guys want to do before you like jump back in the fray?
Pick up my crossbow.
Fair.
Yeah,
As long as you're, you know, where you left your crossbow, that's fine.
Yeah, I haven't moved since I
Yeah.
dropped my crossbow.
so, and unless someone offers to heal all deck, he's gonna grab the one potion of cure light wounds that he has and is gonna down that.
As I see you grab a potion, I say, I can probably help you out if you need your wounds mended.
That would be appreciated very much.
Are we in rounds still?
Yeah,
On
I'm
the-
still
on the one
keeping
hand,
us
yeah.
in rounds.
Sweet.
I'll
Alright,
just
so I'm right
manually
next to you,
adjust
so-
the rounds in a second.
So I'm going to spend one round at least casting the Cure Light Wounds on you.
Yeah, just target them and set it up. So I'm gonna go through a round of action. So if you guys want to do, sounds like we got some curing going on. Picking up a crossbow. You want to roll that cure real quick? Definitely didn't need that action ended. I left it there for a reason.
I'm trying to make sure I got the right guy targeted. Aha, there we go.
I feel like those weren't the
Do
right
I-
dice.
Yeah, I don't know why I have to cast it.
Well,
Oh,
first
man.
off, let's see if you
I
have the right
take it
version.
willingly.
Yeah. I
Let's
also
see.
just rolled the heal part.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you got the right one. So there's just a heal.
Oh, the worst.
All right, 3 points. That's fine.
Yeah, so like assuming no one messes with the turn order, we can see that like there's been an effect placed on you. I don't know what all the different symbols mean yet, because I think that's the same symbol the goblin had when it had the spell miss it. But oh, maybe it got applied to you because he did roll an attack roll.
Yeah, there was. I don't think I should have hit that button. I should have hit the D8
Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
But yep. Now I know.
Okay.
I can only do that one more time today. So let's not get in front of these weapons.
No, make no promises. And it's about not getting in front of their weapons, but I'll try not to get hurt. Sir Den.
Is anyone here
Think you're the sir.
a connoisseur of music?
Nope, I don't think.
In
Oh,
game.
if you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if it's in-game music and you think if you think it fits the situation, go for it.
I mean, it fits, and but not in the way that mayhaps some of you would appreciate. You're, I don't think you're meant to appreciate it though. It's meant to be horrible. I think the only one who understands the music in the distance is Rakis, because it's all in Goblin. But basically, you see another wave of people running from like the southeast, and some goblins start approaching. Some of them carrying torches, and one of them in the back. Only Rakis would be able to tell this, but it's like a female goblin voice. and she begins singing like a very traditional goblin song. Whether or not Ragus knows it's traditional, I don't know, but there is a whole freaking song that she sings.
The only
Oh.
thing that's worse than the taste of goblin is goblin music.
Oh, lovely. Now we gotta put up with them attacking. We gotta listen to them sing.
Understand what the
Psychological
song is.
warfare.
I don't understand what the song is saying, but I know it just makes me angry.
It
Oh.
just makes you mad. Okay, no, that's fair.
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
No, it's not good. It's like, cause she's like basically like I don't know, like a war chanter basically.
You think, I turned to Aldrich and I asked him, "Do you suppose that's their leader?"
Sir. I mean, if that one's leading the song, there's a good chance it is.
If we take her out, could we stop this?
There's a good, again, a good, a good chance. And goblins are pretty cowardly, but they're also stupid enough that they might I'd fight to the death in overwhelming odds. So who knows?
So Ratchus, as these like goblins are approaching you, you can like hear some of the lyrics. Goblins chew and goblins bite, goblins cut and goblins fight, stab the dog and cut the horse, goblins eat and take by force.
Why wasn't this had to have been a planned thing. Otherwise the guards would have seen this size of a goblin raid coming a mile away.
Goblins are sneaky. Guards are lazy.
Got paid off, one of the two.
Doubtful. Goblins don't give their money away.
No.
And there's some other then there's a force behind this. This just gotta be.
And you basically see this wagon burst into flames to the southeast, and there's like a goblin that comes around the corner, lighting it. And you actually see multiple of them doing this.
On a day I didn't prepare, create water. Great.
Dude, you're going to a party and you didn't prepare create water? I don't
The
know
drinks
what kind
for
of
free!
I don't know what kind of parties you go to, but mine always have fires that aren't meant to be there.
Right.
I'm gonna target this goblin pyro and cast another magic missile at him.
Nice.
I'll soften them up until I get close to you guys.
Oh, nice.
Or kill it.
It's
Hey, I'll
goblin.
take it.
I'll move back here.
Yeah.
Keeping track of kills. Damn.
Hey, I'm going to who's next?
A goblin that you guys can't see is next.
Oh joy.
Yeah, you guys see a goblin like shoot across from behind behind the burning wagon and then disappear behind the tent next to it. And you can see a flame beginning behind the tent.
Lighting the tent on fire.
Okay.
It's a little big, but it's fine.
Oh, dang.
Oh, that's a
They just light themselves on fire?
No.
that would have been horribly convenient.
Yeah, really.
As long as we watch it, we get experience, right?
Not exactly how it works, but you could say that.
I mean, we did participate.
I mean, you're up. Like, you can go. I'm just adding little visual stuff.
Yeah,
Are
holding
we
the fire.
are we using the same initiative?
Yeah, the combat tracker still.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're still.
Okay, can I see any of the goblins from where I'm at?
That is a question you should be able to answer.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry about
We're
that.
on fire.
What? Ah, reflex.
Torag, what have I done to deserve this?
Okay, let's see. Okay, from where I'm at least be able to see one.
Yeah, it looks like you can see a few of them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move up one. I'm gonna I'm gonna use a move action to sheathe my wakizashis, and I'm gonna draw my short bow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a simple turn. I can appreciate that.
Hey, someone next turn.
I guess I'll ask the rest of the party: are we holding the line or putting those fires out?
Well, I mean, I don't want to risk trying to put fires out with goblins trying to slice into me.
What he said.
All right, I'll just move up in front of the archers.
I feel like Rakus is doing something.
I'm moving. Would this provide soft cover? It's whatever that thing is down there.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be soft cover because it's like a display area where one of the cooks is like preparing food in front of people.
Okay.
I don't think I'd do it if they were like medium sized, but they are small.
Well, that's not right. Oh, that is right. Just kidding. So he comes from behind the thing and he shoots the guy in the face. Surprise, motherfucker! Sorry,
Six-
language. My bad.
It just like hits the right side of this goblin's face as it's watching this burning stand, and the thing just like immediately falls to the ground with the force of the arrow.
Good shot.
Also, I really suck at descriptions.
Well, even if it's just something like that, like that's perfectly good. I think we all got the point.
Yeah, all day. It seems like Rakus has got that goblin handled, so Aldec is just kind of gonna stay where he is and kind of bait the other goblins out of hiding by banging his shield with the flat part of his hammer, I guess, as would be the description. Come out, you little green mongrel. Girls. And he's just gonna try and taunt the goblins out of hiding.
I think seeing an arrow fly by and one of its companions dying, this goblin like kind of comes out around the corner of this little stand. And you see it just carrying this like burning torch. It like walks up to you, Arrakis, once it sees you. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that that goblin's actually freaking dead.
Yeah.
I was about to make a
There's
comment
only-
about that.
Yeah, because
There's
that
only one
freaking magic
goblin
missile
left.
hit and I didn't delete him. Well, there you go. That goblin doesn't come out around the corner because it got fucking killed as soon as it showed up.
Could have been a zombie. Undead goblin.
Did my spell critically fumble?
Is a higher power out there.
Oh, you don't wait. Don't wait. There will be necromancy one day. It's inevitable, right? There's always a caster who uses necromancy spells. In fact, there's
Yeah,
people in the
yeah.
party that do.
I already have spell focused necromancy.
Oh no.
But don't worry, I'm not raising skeletons. I'm debuffing people. So
Okay, and the goblin continues with its horrible song. Goblins racing, goblins jump, goblins slashing, goblins bump, burn the skin and mash the head, goblins here and you be dead.
Audible groans.
As it's just like flailing back and forth with like it's has like this weird floppy ass hat. Here, I think this one actually has its own image. Every time I see this picture, I just hear, and I.
You said it's female? How can you even tell?
Slightly higher pitched voice.
Yeah, that
Ugh.
beautiful goblin-esque voice.
They all sound equally terrible to me.
An acquired talent. Let's see, what's the distance between you two? Just out of range, unless she moves up closer. So that's what she will do. Okay, this goblin moves up, and you kind of feel the music attempting to like bypass your mental fortitude, Arrakis.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Just a little bit. So I'm actually gonna ask for a will save from you.
Oh no.
is it fear based? Because there should be that bless effect. Otherwise, I don't know if that's applies.
No, it's not fear. It is an illusion of the pattern variety, or it can be an illusion of the figment variety. Okay, and
Oh, I guess can I spellcraft?
yeah, if you'd like.
Oh, I can spellcraft too.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's using a bardic performance.
Dick. Dick.
Turns out the bard has bardic performance.
Who'd have thunk?
You just couldn't let them have that, could you? You just had to, didn't you?
Well, actually, no, and then two people fill me in.
Right? Oh, they actually changed something here with the update. Okay. Never mind with that, Kiefer. I can do the roll on my end now.
Nifty.
At least that's what it's trying to tell me. Okay, no, you made the will save. So you're going to be fascinated But it's saying I can apply effect, but the button is not doing it? Okay, that's weird. I'm actually using distraction. I'm not using fascinating. But still, the button should work. Okay, that's weird. We won't worry about it for now. I'll just keep it in mind when it comes into play. It's the end of the Goblin Bard's turn.
Say, cease your horrible screeching and shoot a magic missile at her throat.
Ooh. He is standing.
For a little bit, and then I'll be done.
Okay, yeah, just end your turn. Being rallied up by the Goblin Bard and finished burning the closest things nearby, a goblin runs from behind this tent up to Rakis. Just screaming as it like twirls around its torch in the air.
It's just a torch.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many? I always get it mixed up. But how many spaces can I move and still attack? Like,
So you have
Always-
30 feet
always-
of movement. It depends on how you move, how many spaces.
yeah. So could I move maybe 2 squares and still attack?
Yeah, so like each square is 5 feet of movement unless you're doing
Oh, okay.
diagonals. If you're doing diagonals, the first step is 5, and then the
Uh-huh.
second diagonal is 10, and it alternates after that.
What about vertical?
Now, if you're doing just straight lines, horizontal or
Yeah.
vertical, it's just 5 feet.
Okay. Okay.
That's 25 feet right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stick there, and I'm going to shoot my short bow.
Okay. Make sure you target him.
Yeah.
And this guy is in melee combat, so you're gonna get a -4.
And when I'm flanking him,
Yep. And this doesn't count as a flank.
don't count as a flank.
No.
Okay. Well, dang, I don't want to. I don't want to get that. Okay. And that's 25.
Yeah.
I guess I can move. I'll move
So
one more.
technically, what you could have done, I'm just going to show you real quick, is you started here, right?
Uh-huh.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, because it's your first diagonal.
Okay. Okay. I'll just do that then. Then if that's the case, I'll move one more.
But that would involve you putting your weapons away and
Yeah.
like drawing them,
Yeah.
since you have
Okay,
your bow out.
I'll put away my short bow and draw my short sword. Or my wakizashi, but that's pretty much my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So what you could have done if you wanted to, because of where you were, you could have put away. No, that would be the right way to do it. Don't listen to me. Put away your weapons and then put away your short bow, and then while you're moving. Well, actually, you don't have a. Never mind, you can't. No,
I don't
because
have
of
quick draw.
Yeah, because of BAB, you
Oh.
can't.
Yeah,
You're good.
and I don't have quick draw. Okay. Oh.
I don't think it really can crit. It's a touch attack.
Yeah.
So I
Well-
touch him in a naughty place, and then I give him the minuses to saves and attack.
So before Denton ends his turn, can you guys see the little purple effect on the goblin?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I'm not zoomed in
Oh,
enough.
the
That's
lightning
why.
bolt, yeah.
So yeah, I move up forward. I again, you see the necrotic energy go through my hand and then into my finger and then into the goblin. And I'm going to yell back for Aldec. I left you room to charge. And then I'll pass the turn.
All right. All right, but
Can I do things, or did that fascinate not work?
What was that?
Did the... Never mind. I'm just going to 5-foot step there, because I don't like being close to gobos. And in Goblin, I'm going to... Your singing sucks.
He speaks their language. He's one of them.
Traitor!
The Greenskins. They're together.
Ooh. She got AC? Yes, she does. Alrighty.
all right. I don't know if I can actually charge at the goblin though. Oh, is the issue. I can get up into its face, certainly with 2 move actions, but I don't think I could attack it.
Can you charge
Maybe
in a
with-
straight line, or is that not?
I think the issue is that Den is in the way of my charge.
Could you charge to? I don't know if I can. That's a wrong. I can't make an arrow to save my
It
life.
says you have to charge in a straight line at the enemy, but I've always interpreted that as like if you draw an arrow from like the center of Aldic to the goblin, like what is the straightest path?
So he would have to be where I was standing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was to a square that you could melee him.
Right.
Then never mind.
Yeah, I can.
Well, it says in the straightest path, but I feel like you could make the argument for the side. I'm not opposed to that.
I can do a drive-by then.
I mean, assuming you're going here is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
see,
kind of
how do I-
written, it's like rules as written versus rules as intended type thing.
So, how do I do a charge on this sheet then?
You would just give yourself the appropriate modifier to your attack, and then actually under the combat modifiers, or not combat modifiers, combat effects, I have a custom one that's literally a -2 AC since we just started the campaign. I don't have all mine in there. I just have the one that I've used so far.
So it's just a -2 to my AC. It doesn't affect my 2 hit.
Yeah, no, it does. You get a +1 on your 2 hit.
All right, so let's see. Where is these modifiers at?
The AC modifier I don't have in there because it's just a 1 that you're using one time. So you just put the modifier in the bottom left.
Oh,
But I
nope.
did put the AC modifier there for you since I thought you were going to do your attack first.
All right. Thought I clicked my Warhammer. Son of a. All right.
Oh.
So this goblin with his
Well, you didn't target him.
supernatural. Yeah. Oh. All right. There we go. Okay.
And you're going to have to reapply the modifier.
Yeah. Give me the dice.
Yep.
There we
First session or two is always a teeny bit slower than the
go.
rest.
All right. Nope. So all that comes charging. And this goblin and it's with his supernatural agility. I imagine it kind of limbos its way under Aldec's Warhammer.
Limbo.
Like,
It's probably like not even on purpose. It's like the torch he's rotating is like towards the back of him, and he's rotating it so fast he has to like lean back.
right. It's stupid little ankle biters. All right, and I think that's all that can do.
Sorry, in the future, doesn't charge give +2 to hit? It wouldn't have mattered, but
Oh, is that not what was applied?
I think he gave +1 as well.
Yeah, +1.
Okay, yeah, then do a
I heard-
reroll, my
I mean-
friend. Sorry.
I
Still have
heard
to
it
roll
was
a higher.
I heard it was a +1.
I
so-
might have said +1. If I did, I apologize.
All
Yeah,
right,
go ahead. Go for
let's
it.
rewind time.
One more
not much
time.
better. Oh, so once again, and
Same kind of setup.
unintentionally limbos under the hammer swing.
Oh, and as a note for people, this can only be done if you have a BAB of +1. So some of you can't charge right now. Aldern, or sorry, not Aldern, Aldic can.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
You insulted a goblin bard, and she is not happy about it. So she's gonna come up here and she's gonna whip it real good.
When a goblin comes along.
Oh. Why?
And she
They're so good.
lashes out at your bow arm.
That makes like the. Can you not roll good?
I think it's non-lethal, it says. So.
Yeah.
No, so has
probably,
the
but-
elements. Alright, I'm gonna take my move action to load up my crossbow. Taking a little bit steadier aim than last time, hopefully, and I'll aim for the torso of the goblin bard. Apparently, I just can't aim, and it'll go to the right, so the goblin is sticking in that little display thing.
We were doing so well.
When I was using magic missile, I was.
Guaranteed hit. So a goblin with one of those brooches that blocks magic missiles is invulnerable damage.
Apparently. Oh, let me change my ammo.
Okay, I did have a question for you guys.
Alright.
Is the is the crown above whoever's acting, is that visible to you guys?
No, I don't see any.
I
I
haven't
don't
seen a
see
crown.
no crown.
Okay. That sucks. It's only on my end. I was under the impression with the description of the extension it was for everyone. Maybe I can send you guys a link to it after session, and we can all have it. I don't really know how that works.
I mean, we can see who's acting in the combat log.
Yeah, it was just like a convenience thing. Oh, and here's something I've actually never had come up before, which, I mean, it happens every now and then, but not so much anymore. Technically, Goblin Bard, just gonna call them that since you don't know their name, is in melee combat, so does that constitute the -4 for range combat? Or is it different for each weapons? Does anyone know that?
I think it's different for each weapons, but I'm not 100% certain.
Okay. We'll go forward
It should
treating it
be.
the way we have so far, but that is definitely something I'm going to look up after the session. Don't have many reach weapon players. Maybe that's a personal thing for me, or I don't know if that's how it is for most games.
Yeah, typically I don't see reach weapons all that often.
After Aldic swings at the goblin, it kind of brings its torch around and tries to smack him with it. And it like hits your chest, but just kind of falls off. There's a few little bits of ash on it now.
I'm gonna move behind this goblin.
So if you're gonna move like that, then what you would do
Yeah.
is you'd move down here and then up here.
Okay.
Because if you moved from
Yeah, from there to there, it's attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. Get my sneak attack in. Let's see. Go to.
oof. This is like a really lucky goblin.
A really unlucky dice.
I guess I'm just going to stay in flank and attack. And a miss.
I will 5 foot step back. Is she still in my melee?
Assuming she doesn't have any kind of special abilities, no.
Okay. Let's do good.
Yes.
Oh, I did good. Not as good as my damage. Well, we'll take it. So he reiterates bad singing. And what was she using to? She was just singing.
Yeah, she was just singing.
He'd aim for the throat, so that way she can't sing anymore.
Like dark green blood start to like drip out of it from the arrow hole.
All right. Once again, Aldec is going to try his hardest to hit these little green mongrels that have been evading the swift, righteous fury of Torak for longer than Aldec would like.
Let's be fair, they have really high AC for like a creature.
I know, like goblins. This is crazy for goblins.
No, they have standard goblin AC. They have 16.
Yeah, they're small.
Yeah.
You cannot escape Torak's fury forever, you little
He
green ankle
got
biters.
him.
And 8 points of damage. So I imagine that Aldec swings this one right into the goblin's ribs. It's hopefully breaking a bone or two.
Yeah,
with a
there's definitely like
satisfying
a cracking
crunch.
sound, and you kind of see it like lean over, holding its side.
Hopefully, yeah. Maybe poking into his lung if you want him, if it's really bad. So, and that's all Aldec's gonna do. Smash and hit goblins. That's the Miller High Life, I guess.
Alright. I'm going to reload my crossbow. Wait, they're gonna have cover because people are in the way.
It's true.
Reposition. Like so, and that'll be my whole turn from all the moving. Hope you guys got it.
With the way we're rolling, you never know.
Okay, this goblin is gonna just attack Aldic and then collapse.
Was it at 0?
It's disabled right now. So it just, with the last of its energy, it just
and it hits.
bashes you with this torch
Oh gosh, that's funny.
and then like collapses on your feet. Hopefully you like coughed up goblin blood mixed in with slobber.
So should we try to put out the fires, or maybe there's a church around here? Maybe they'll give us free healing.
Like,
Maybe they need help.
Maybe we should make sure all the goblins are gone.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the scene around you is kind of like chaos. Like you see maybe like a couple goblins trying to like light like the podium on fire. One of them jumps off like a building and just like falls face first. Like as you guys start talking, you actually see the father, who all of you, well, not all of you, most of you just fucking disregarded. He kind of like gets up from like someone he's helping on the ground. He's not, he doesn't like fight people. He's just, a priest. And he like comes up and says, I appreciate your assistance here. It's very much helped. Are any of you wounded?
Yes.
I still have a little bit of a goblin stab wound, and if you could patch that up, that would be mighty appreciated, Father.
I got a cut on my arm too.
Okay, then he will give you guys healing. And just for simplicity's sake, I am just gonna roll a couple d8s, plus ones, and you guys can just apply them to yourselves.
Alright.
This first one will be for Osgic. Yes.
Oz can be easier.
Okay. Well, I want to get it right. I don't want to mess it up. I know I did a couple times there. Okay, this first one's for you. Okay, so you're fully healed.
I didn't actually see it.
It's a 7. Yeah, that's why I just told you you're fully healed. Because you guys can never see my dice rolls unless they're like 2 hits or damage. This second one is for Rakus, which means you just lose all your non-lethal.
Bird.
And the
think
third
if
one
you-
is for Aldic. Oh,
if you
that's
middle-
rough. So it went 7 heal, 6 heal, and the final one was 2 heal.
Oh man.
Yeah, you just can't get healed. I think if you middle click the chat, it'll report what you rolled. But you don't have to.
Does it? There you go. Yeah, it
Yeah, I can
does.
see it.
Yeah, I got 2.
I don't think Torag's with you very much today, man.
Yeah, just adjust your wounds down to 4, and you'll be good. To be fair,
still
he
in-
has the most HP in the party, so like
Yeah.
it's kind of okay that he has the most wounds.
Are we still in rounds, or
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if you guys are doing anything besides healing. Like I know a few of you are receiving healing, so I'm basically gonna pass like 3 more rounds.
I approached the cleric and I asked him. I said, "What more can be done?"
And he kind of just like just gestures around at at a bunch of these goblins everywhere. And I think unless like, are you guys? Because I know some of you are being healed in those 3 rounds. Are you guys doing anything else?
I'd like to look for water or like blankets, something to smother or put out the fire.
Okay. Yeah, I think you could go attempt to put out like the tent fire, because like the wagon's not redeemable at this point.
Okay.
If I see goblins, I shoot goblins.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
cover me.
I'll help him with the putting out the fire.
Okay.
I guess
God.
I'd kind of like pull cover for them while they're doing that and take pop shots if I see any.
Okay, yeah, I think like in that general direction there are like a few town guards that like you could help. Yeah, if you guys want to give me like I don't know, just like a dexterity or strength check, I think those would be the most appropriate.
Can I give guidance to, I guess, Cairo?
Yeah.
So it'd be +1 to that skill check.
That
I don't
would
know.
mean Cairo needs to reroll.
I don't know if I apply the effect. Let me check.
No.
Okay, we just say it.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
don't
0
need
level
to
spell.
this time. He can just reroll with a +1 modifier.
So re-roll then.
Yeah.
Damn.
Watch it be worse. Oh,
Just say it.
no.
Oh well, slightly.
You need to give yourself the +1.
So technically, we have to roll again. No.
Oh gosh.
Big bucks, no whammies. Come on, 20.
We
Is there
believe in you.
something? Okay, I'll take that.
There you go. Okay. I
Right.
think with the combined efforts that the two of you managed to put out the fire, the tent's not salvaged. Some of the stuff inside isn't, but you save most of the wares, including the stuff inside.
Okay.
And I
Cool.
think,
Sweet.
like, as you guys are cleaning this up and getting your healing, you see another wave of goblins show up. There's actually a
Just don't
man
stop coming.
that's being chased by some goblins.
Oh no.
It's a noble-looking man who's getting backed into a corner that you will see momentarily.
Oh, he's very dapper.
Yeah, like I said, he's probably a nobleman. I think that's a very safe assumption for you guys to make.
Does he look Chelix?
No, he's Varisian. But that's kind of a blurred line. So you could
Correct.
say that since like Varisians like started off as like a colony from the Chelish people.
Yeah.
Though I wouldn't say his clothing makes him look Chelish.
Is he wearing a name tag?
No name tag. Nor is there some
He-
floating ID above his head.
Is he screaming, "Help me! I'm..."
Help me! I am named NPC, important NPC, and I have something important to
Okay.
give you if you save me.
No, not at all.
Oh,
Wow, I'm glad that's the assumption you all make. No, this is just like the waves you guys are fighting aren't the only goblins. They're just the goblins that don't have the immediate attention of some other kind of combatant. Including these guys. Like this nobleman is like fallen on the ground, and not all of you can see it. In fact, I think the only one who can see it is the only person who can see this is Osgic, but you see like this dog that was like following this nobleman like fall to the ground as it gets run down by this goblin on a goblin dog back, and it like slices the dog open, and you see like all the goblins around him cheer as he lifts up his weapon.
I look over at the group. There's a big one over here.
good. Then let me saunter on over there and smash its face in.
That's what he's writing.
Oh,
Is that what?
Ugh.
it says it's a dog, but it looks like a rat.
Goblin dog.
Yeah.
Looks like a mole rat.
Okay, so it killed a real dog, though.
Yeah, that's like kind of what just happened right there. Not with the same weapon or the exact same pose, but he just ran down, presumably Aldenstock. Nobleman in front of you.
He can still be saved.
Right, and I think we'll just resume in the initiative order from where we started. So it is actually Kairos' turn.
Okay. Hold on. Just let me get this. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think you move up and you just basically see everything I just described, like this goblin on goblin dog back, dead dog in front of him, and this nobleman who's just like fallen to the ground.
Right.
And like I said, the goblins are like cheering on their goblin leader. You see even a few of them don't even pay attention to the fact that you guys are approaching.
So one of the benefits of being poor is that I cannot afford heavy armor. So in Chain Shirt, you see Denton take his heavy steel shield and run down towards the fray, spending a full round just to move. But I get to move 60 instead of the 40 I would if I was rich.
Nice.
Hey.
Is it difficult terrain on this barrel and pottery and stuff? Or-
No, I would say not with the barrel, but I would say with like the table, just based on how much it's covering.
All right.
Oop, okay, so go.
Dooby dooby doop doop doo.
20. Oh wait, can I stand in that square with this thing? Sorry. If not, I could just diagonal over here. That should be fine.
Yeah, I'll say you can just because it doesn't take up too much space.
Alrighty. And I see gobbies. Yes, I see them. So I'll, oh, that's the wrong button. That's the right button. How far away is that? 35. So I don't get point blank.
That goblin is not flat-footed. He has already done his action. Just you know.
Okay. And I need to take my point blank. I could do this way. Hit
Oh,
that
were you
button,
targeting
and-
3 or 15?
whichever one's south.
Okay, yeah, 15 is flat-footed. Sorry, I thought you were targeting 3.
Oh.
So you can, that's a modifier you can put on them.
So 15's flat foot, right?
Yes.
Okay. 2,
Sorry, I thought you were targeting 3.
you target you, and to put a modifier on it, you click on this button right here. Sorry, I gotta walk myself through it. I haven't done this since last time we played.
Right, it's been a minute since we've played on Fantasy Grounds. Thank you,
Alright.
moving.
And now I should good because I don't have any names.
I didn't realize you had dark blue dye. I really like those.
I was changing them whenever you threw up the nobleman, and I used the little color soaker upper thing to copy his cloak, and it came out a really cool color. So
Nice. Yeah, you guys can change your die color. I recommend it so we're not a bunch of people rolling black die, but it looks like all of you have.
Yep.
I was the last one to the party. I realized everybody else had already done it. But yeah, I'll come around the corner and just maybe even almost trying to sneak with my chain coat and peg the guy in his butt cheek because that's probably not, he was facing away from me. So
Yeah, he was like looking the opposite direction of you. He was cheering on more towards the west. I don't think. Yeah, you can like barely see the Goblin Commander. You can't really tell what he's doing, but he's like definitely cheering in his direction. And this nobleman's basically just gonna run off.
Wait, who's your tailor?
All right. Is that the only goblin that's here right now, or is there more coming that I'm not seeing?
There's more coming that you're not seeing.
All
It-
right.
There's
So,
goblins.
all right.
How would you know?
Yes. All
you
right. I
did
guess.
just see Rakers shoot that way, and he's got his bow probably lined up to do it again.
That's true.
If that helps.
All
Yeah.
right.
Context
I
clues.
forget. Oh, there we go. Oh, so
But
I guess all deck is gonna move the full extent and gonna double move all the way down here. I think that's 40 feet.
Glorious dwarf movement.
Nope, right here. All right. And again, and all deck is just gonna, as a free or flavor action, is just gonna draw attention to him, so the goblins come after him.
okay.
Yep.
Osgik is up.
That's weird. It didn't make no noise this time. So they get +4 to their AC since Dunstan's blocking, right?
Yeah, you're firing through.
So, do you add that, or do I just do a -4 modifier?
I'll just do a -4 on your end, for simplicity's sake. Because if I apply it, I have to take it off. You just
If you
do
want
it
to
one
move up
time.
here, you can get +4 to your roll.
I do not want to get close to enemies. No.
What are you talking about? It's only 4 of them.
He doesn't know that though.
Oh snap! Yeah, from your angle.
I can see the commander, and I can see one of the other goblins.
I guess it's only 4 of them. Now he knows it.
Right? Remember when there was just 2?
Oh god, here comes our luck.
Is that a building to the left of Goblin 12?
Yes.
And I say a shot goes
You mean
wide and hits
13?
that building.
Yeah. It's a house. Yeah.
Curses and halfling. Why can't I hit anything?
Do we have anyone else who knows Halfling? I think we do.
I don't.
think we have multiple people who are like, I have common and then maybe one other language.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know 6 languages. And then reload, and that'll be it for my turn.
Yeah, it's like you and like Ratchus are linguist, and then everyone else is like,
Just common.
okay. And this will be a fun little character to play. The reason I adjusted initiative for those observant of you and noticed that earlier is because Goblin Commando is riding his Goblin Dog. So technically, Fantasy Grounds automatically rolls them separately, but he's effectively handling said animal. So they're going to go together. Has anyone here played with mounted combat before? The feat, not the mechanic. Sounds like no. Okay.
It's been a long time.
So mounted combat is a feat that this guy's going to try and use. Basically, he's riding around on his animal companion is what you need to know. And he's going to be trying to avoid you guys because you see that he has a longbow out. Well, it's technically a long bow from his perspective, but mechanically it's a short bow. It's weird the way they write it. They talk about it as a long bow, but it's actually a short bow. And you'll see their tokens are kind of like overlapping each other. That's just for you guys to be able to see that like they're together, but they are mechanically in the same square. So whichever square is like the primary one they're in, that will be the square they're being treated as.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and so we will do the Goblin Dog's movement after we do the Goblin Commando's attack. So for those of you that don't know, firing from animal back gives you a -4 penalty to your 2 hits. He's going to try and attack Denton. Yeah, it's
Unless
not
you
easy
have-
being a mounted combatant.
Yeah, unless it has like mounted archery or something like that.
Yeah, and they're not going to do that to you when you guys are level 1.
That would be pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very bad.
So expect a lot of that. And then the Goblin Dog / Commander is going to run off kind of to the north. And they actually have quite a bit of speed. So I'm just going to kind of tell you guys where they go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So you basically see them go behind the little tent to the west that a few of you are by. He just rides past you firing his arrow. That will be the end of his turn.
I think you dragged the wrong goblin.
Did I? Oh, I totally
Yeah, I
did.
see.
Oh, well, easy fix. About that. And then Aldern's gonna run off in a new direction, coming back towards you, Brackus. You just hear him screaming. He's like, "That goblin dog's coming after me! It has a scent for my blood! I smell like my dog!"
Take a bath.
Hey, I'm gonna shift right here. Shift again. And I will attack.
And then I can
Yeah.
separate the tokens if you need me to.
I'll attack the goblin. Control.
Okay, we got an attack coming.
Yeah, as soon as
I think he's trying to target the
I
commando.
get this.
You had the commando earlier. Like I said, I can separate them. Here, that easy. Untarget the dog, target the commando.
Okay.
Hold. Now you need to unclick the dog.
Okay.
There you go.
Now control the goblin.
No, you already had the goblin selected. Now you gotta do it again.
Okay.
If you look at the combat tracker, it tells you who you have targeted.
Yeah. Combat.
Recommend always having that open when you're in combat.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Go to actions. Ashi. Dang.
Okay, lonely little goblin down here by himself. Now that his commander is left off and the combat has started properly, just gonna move up to the closest guy to him, which is Denton. And this guy, no torches here, just regular dog slicers. I don't know if that makes you guys feel better or worse.
So, because I was missed, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
So again, the little like blink into the ether, and I'll move to there. I know it looks like I can put myself in flank,
A little bit, yeah.
Sure does.
but my friends will save me. I just don't want to like leave the sorcerer by himself and then have him get murdered.
So
Yep. Is he done?
Which I appreciate.
Are you keeping track of how many uses you have of this a day?
Yep, I have 8 a day. It's wisdom +3, so
Okay.
tons.
I'd make
But,
something on your actions tab to keep track of that.
Yeah, I could put it in like the madness numbing thing. Sure, I'll make it in here in a second. But
Or-
yep, it's technically his turn, so he missed me.
Yeah. I think the goblin that was already looking in your direction just sees a perfectly logical flank and is gonna go for that. And Rakus, you can like hear the goblin just screeching out like, "For the commander!" He just swings wildly with his dog slicer.
So I only get one swift or I guess whatever. It's an immediate action to do this, so I think I can only do it once a turn, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. But now it
So
is my
I
turn.
think the way that works in Pathfinder is like it's not like rounds. Technically, you have a regular round in combat, right? But you would have used your immediate action from the last round. So you now that it's your turn, that immediate action has refreshed.
Sure. Yep. All right. So this goblin, Goblin 13, I'm going to do the same thing I do every night. Necrotic energy comes through my like elbow, wrist, and then eventually finger, poking the goblin.
It's a very specific thing you do every night.
Try to take over the world.
I guess if you live in Sandpoint, you could technically do that every night.
All right. I did miss, so I'm going to 5-foot step out of flank for now. Going to move the map. Damn. All right, there we go. It's the next person's turn.
We'll use Rakus will use his second divine favor for the day. I want to move 5, 15. I'll stay where I'm at.
Not a bad idea.
Hey. All right, so let's see. I don't think I can get up to that goblin of him with my movement speed. Since dwarves have stubby legs and can only move 20 feet.
You can get up there.
Yeah, you just take that
Oh,
first diagonal, and then you're good.
Like diagonals are 5 feet.
The first one is. The second one will be 15, and then it'll go back to 5.
All right. In that case, then yeah, I can get up there, and proceed to use this goblin's head like a drum.
And if you want to, with that distance, you could technically charge if you want to get that bonus, but it does come with the standard penalty.
Right. It. I'll save the charge for when I really need it. So let me get my actions out. Let's beat him like a drum. Oh, come on.
How about no?
You didn't target him.
All right.
Oh.
I don't want to say, hey, the hammer slips out of his hand.
Well, you got to
I
reroll.
mean,
Yeah, you didn't target him.
Oh. Right.
Reroll.
Yeah, you didn't.
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, and like
Forgetting that part.
your nat ones are never that bad.
Right.
Yeah, now
Alright.
that there's no fumbles.
Where'd my sheet go? There it is.
Now
I
you beat him with the
wonder-
warhammer.
Hopefully it's not a one twice in a row. Not much better. Or so. Oh, I imagine the goblin just kind of jumps right out of the way. Hey, and then back into his spot. Then that's all Dick's gonna do right now. Just trying to keep attention on him and off his new friends.
I don't know how much you guys have thought about this, but the fact that you guys take up 5x5 squares is kind of a ridiculous amount of space to fight in.
Right.
Alright. Oh, he's within point blank range.
Nice. Almost like Denton planned it all.
Yeah,
So,
we'll go with that.
I'm going to shoot this guy with my crossbow. Hey, I finally hit.
Nice.
I went for a torso shot.
Yay.
Just hits the leather armor, punctures it.
All right.
Sweet. I guess I went through the heart.
Good shot.
Always aim for the
Um,
heart.
And I used my move in action to reload. And exclaim loudly in halfling that I actually hit.
Oh, ow! That's not right.
Oh, I think you clicked the end turn as I clicked it.
Yeah. Doggy boy's gonna run off.
Don't I get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
How do I do that? Is it
It's
just
just
the
a regular
same, or-
attack.
Yeah, just make sure you're targeting the dog this time instead of the commando like you
Dog?
are.
Okay. 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 Oh. Do you think maybe I should get the attack before he moves?
Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah.
He's
It's
clear up-
simultaneous as he's moving.
Yeah.
If you hit him, he doesn't end up doing that movement.
Okay.
That's just me doing the math while you do whatever you need to do to get the attack off.
Okay. You gotta-
You target the.
Target the dog, all on attack.
Attack.
You have
Right,
the
you got
commander
two.
targeted.
Huh?
You have both of them targeted.
Oh, do I? Okay. Sorry.
There you go.
Oh, you targeted the commando
Nice.
again.
Am I? Ah,
Just one
this
click.
system. Okay, one click. He's not targeted anymore, right?
Nope. Did you control click?
Control click.
There you go.
Okay. Do the same now. It's just the goblin dog now, right?
Yep.
It
Okay.
shows you who you're targeting on the combat tracker.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Oh, come on.
And before you do that, I'm going to use mounted
Mhm.
combat on the goblin commander's end because he's going to try and make it so you can't hit him.
Uh-huh.
So basically the way this works is he gets to do a right check, and then he needs to get a result that's higher than your 18. And if he does that, then the hit doesn't go through.
Okay. Cool. I'm lucky.
Okay, so
Will.
you don't hit him. You got a 24.
See what I mean? I called it. I sit here and called it.
But you are pretty far outside of his range. You know, assuming he's in the space for which I want him to attack you from. Because he's just using a good old-fashioned short bow.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to have some more penalties than he had in the past. Actually, a chunky amount of penalties. So don't expect this to hit. If
knowing how you roll, I probably will get hit.
I mean, it is a D20, right? There's always a chance. He
You
basically needs like a crit to hit you.
You seem to be getting a lot of good chances lately.
Hey, he's only attacked once. He has a -4.
Yeah.
It was.
See? Didn't I call it? I called it. I told you. I knew he was going to hit.
The
I
crit
called
was
it.
not confirmed, though, at least.
He had to get a crit to hit, so he crit.
That's bull right there.
I think you'll make it.
At one
I
damage.
think you just got scratched.
Yeah, it's a glancing blow. This is why you
Yeah.
wear sleeves, man.
Yes. That's how you have a DM empowered goblin with a short bow who can hit from ungodly distance.
I mean, they have a
Alright,
range of
different
60
penalties.
feet. That's standard for a short bow.
Uh-huh. There's one.
And I feel like Aldern feels relatively safe, so he's just gonna wait here and kind of just see how the situation develops, because there isn't really anywhere that's not completely infested with goblins, so he's kind of just waiting around, looking, trying to make sure no goblins are trying to attack him.
My turn now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna see. Guess I can.
That's 30 right there.
At 30? Okay.
But if you want to charge him, you can reach him. That's a full action where you take -2 to AC for the next round, but you get a +2 to your attack roll.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, and I'm going to separate them once again, so targeting is a little bit easier. But they're both in that space right next to you.
Okay. Okay. Roll. Target. Okay, I will.
You
I forgot
target
to
them
undo
both.
the dog.
Yeah. If you're going for the commando, just do a reroll.
Of course. How's that?
You have both targeted right now.
Yeah, okay, I need to move that down. Okay,
Control click whichever one you're trying to take off. There you go. And you need to redo it because you need a +2 for your charge.
Okay.
And I'll throw the AC modifier on you. There you go.
Finally, golly. Okay, damage.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, so basically, I was like, I had my Wakizashi to my side, and I was charging at him. He thought he got away from me, but then he turned, and then I sliced up, vertically going to the right, and I did a devastating slash right to his chest, sending blood flying.
Is there a reason you have temporary HP? Did I miss something?
No, I thought that was like temp, as in like temporary damage.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna get rid of that since I don't think there's a reason you're supposed to have it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and this goblin is just gonna try flailing at Denton again. Not what you would call a professional. I hope I've gotten that point across. Like, this attack, it's just chaos.
It's not worth using the ability again. I'm gonna do something else. So I don't think this goblin's really a threat, and there's like 3 guys here that can take care of him. So I'm actually going to move, allowing it to attack of opportunity. I'm going to go north towards the goblin commander. I just have a question though. To ready an action, how much of can you read? You just need the amount of time it takes to cast the action, right?
Generally, yes.
Could I move and then ready an action that is a spell that takes a standard action?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay. Let's see how this attack goes.
Can we try to move first? Or okay, there you go.
And
Yeah,
misses.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right. The action I'd like to ready is to cast the spell Command when the goblin dog comes within range. Actually, what I want to cast it on the commander, but the trigger is the goblin dog comes near.
Okay.
Within 25 feet. Good.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
So yeah, I walk up and prepare a spell. Got my hands ready like I'm about to goalie a soccer ball.
Keever?
Yes, so I'm going to try to shoot the dog. How far away is he? 65 within my range. No cover. Okay. What? Why did I roll? Did I hit twice? Oh shit! I'm targeting myself. My bad.
Nice.
Noob move.
Shooting yourself with an orc bow is tight.
At least you weren't enlisted.
Am I still targeting myself? I am.
Targeting
Wow.
yourself twice is
Right.
even tighter.
Wait. Okay. Why am I still targeting myself? Control. There we go.
It keeps redoing it, looks like. There it goes.
But I got this time. Now we'll do the thing with the bow.
Now we're cooking with fire. Okay, he's gonna try and do that ride check before you do the damage.
My bad. It's a pretty easy ride check. Sorry,
I mean,
didn't
a
mean to do
16. It's... We'll see.
You got a 24 before. Come on.
Yeah.
So he has to beat yours, so it goes through.
Yay.
Oh, no way.
And I don't think I'm gonna move. I'll stay right here so I can continue to protect this nobly dude.
Alrighty.
And
Oh.
I guess an arrow just like
Yeah. Sorry. It whizzes and strikes him in the haunches.
Now, is there a way to do a double attack twice on this sheet, or do I just have to add the modifier myself?
if you haven't set up an attack twice, then no.
All right. Oh, what the?
What are you
Sorry.
attempting to do here, sir?
Sorry, 1 second. I just got just got some sort of spam about someone trying to get me into cryptocurrency.
Well, I mean, Elon Musk is backing Dogecoin, and it's gone up.
Sorry
So
about that.
maybe you should.
Drawing from Bitcoin too.
Oh no, I'm going to try to attack this goblin twice. Hey, since he's right up in my face here, so should still be on. Yeah.
You have 2-weapon fighting or something?
I'm sorry.
You have 2-weapon fighting.
I mean, can I just attack twice with the same weapon?
You only have a
not without high enough base and attack bonus.
yeah. You have to wait till your base
Oh.
attack bonus is higher.
All right. Well, in that case,
Unless you're
then-
2-weapon fighting. So like hypothetically, you could do like 2 weapons that you could hold in one hand, but that's not what you have out right now.
all right. Okay, in that case, just gonna keep swinging at the warhammer. This is brutal.
So in
Nope.
the future, if you would like to, until you get the base attack bonus, the only way you can like normally do 2-weapon fighting is if you took a one-handed weapon like your warhammer and then used a weapon like your dagger that's also one-handed. So you'll get
Alright.
major penalties to hit.
All right. Like I know, like it's a -4 to hit normally.
Yeah, like on both attacks too. So
Yeah, it just depends on the weapons you're using, but that's average.
All right. Okay, that's all Aldeck can do for his turn right now.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step so I get a clear shot at this goblin.
You are firing into melee.
Yeah, I just typed in the -4.
I only
And
brought it
I'll take
up
shot
because
at
you can like barely see your ally. I didn't know if you noticed it.
clear shot.
with.
Rough.
I don't know what's in front of me.
What do you
Is
mean?
this like a wagon, like sort of blocking my view from Aldic?
No, it's like a tent.
Alright. I guess my arrow will go into the tent.
Just disappears inside.
My baby.
Back to not hitting again. I know my turn.
Okay, this goblin commando is gonna provoke from you, since he's gonna try and get off his dog. And try and jump off.
He hadn't even bought him a drink. You know, get him off.
Yep.
If you want to smack him, this would be the appropriate time.
Nah, I think I'm just gonna let him get off without doing anything.
Okay.
Okay. Control.
Then he gets down right next to you.
Okay.
The goblin dog is gonna lunge at you.
At me.
Yeah. You're the only person around here.
I got you. Okay. Of course it does.
Kind of bites you.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually gonna need a fortitude save.
Watch me fail. I've been doing everything else in this game. Okay, let's see. Fortitude. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that death from acid damage or?
Well, I mean, you're good, so you're not going to find out.
Okay.
Probably poison.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
And then you're going to see it like collapse as it begins to bleed out.
Okay, I still gotta do my attack against the goblin. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't going to do it, or we would have waited.
I was being sarcastic.
Well, I didn't know that. Didn't sound sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't.
It didn't. I thought it was your regular voice, I'm being honest. Might want to target him.
Okay. Control. There. Target.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the dog ran up and bit me on my arm. He bit me hard, but I managed to like kick him off, send him flying. Then I still had my wakizashi in the reverse grip in my other hand, and as that goblin was trying to get to me, to take advantage of his dog bite me, of the distraction he thought it would cause, and he was about to attack me. I swing around with my wakizashi, and I just slit him open completely, watching him fall to the ground on his knees with his guts and everything coming out.
Nice. Aldrin's going to maintain his position for previously explained reasons. Ron?
Yep, I got it. I'm good. Yep.
Oh, are you not doing anything?
No, I was done.
That was a attack of opportunity. That wasn't your turn.
Oh, it wasn't? Oh, sorry.
No, I just deleted them and you were next on the initiative.
No, I'm good. I can't do nothing anyway.
Okay. Okay, the one goblin by Aldic is going to once again try and attack him. Actually, not once again. This would be the first time it tries to attack him. Because it has been focusing on Denton. But Denton's out of here now.
Cool. Totally went to go cast a spell on the thing, and then it got killed in the round. So I'm going to run right back where I started, blocking the archer.
And
So
the archer has a move action. It'll be fine.
Right.
Except I need to reload. So I won't be shooting this round, I don't think.
Just take the -4 penalty, man. It'll be fine.
Dude, you
Minus
need to
8.
invest in like a repeating crossbow or something.
Just take the -8, man. It'll be fine.
As I run there, I jokingly say that I'm going to run and block your view. You tell me not to. I'm going to spend my full turn. I would probably have missed him anyway, but going around without getting an attack of opportunity to there.
Nice.
So you should have line of sight and only -4.
Oh, thanks.
And then that is my turn because it was full movement.
I respect that, Ben.
Total
Then I 5 foot
bro
step
move.
away.
You got, not only did you avoid being in the ranged character's way, you also provide flank into another melee character.
Yes, cleric.
In Goblin, I'm going to say duck, not realizing I'm actually speaking in Goblin instead of Common. And hope I don't hit this guy with my -8 here. And by this guy, I mean Aldex.
I mean, he's a guy, right? Maybe.
I mean Aldex. Curious for open. Don't roll the one. Don't roll the one. Don't roll the one. Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah. Ooh, my bad.
Flanking
All right.
bonus.
Oh,
I think the goblin actually ducked out of the way.
right. Sorry, my character sheet was blocking the flanking bonus, and that's a +2.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that was a question.
All right, so yeah, once again, let's all decks bang bang, all decks silver hammer. Her came down on his head. Mother puss bucket.
We've got a bard too.
Just out of
Alright.
curiosity, is this head thing, is this normally what you aim for?
Oh,
I mean,
I have.
I mean, if I was wielding a hammer, I would probably go for the head myself.
I have a
But
feeling
again,
that,
it's
like,
just that
maybe that's why you have
it's
an
just the
abnormally
goblin's
large
head
amount
is
of
so
misses.
big. Why wouldn't you not swing at it?
Well, technically, you should always aim for the trunk of a person
All right,
because it's the
Don't think
easiest.
that's all that can do anything else besides sulk and shame. This is embarrassing.
All right. Spend my move action to reload and take a shot at it. And I got the -4 already.
Oh, this should be good.
Ugh. I was not targeting him.
That is true.
Whoops.
There's a chance.
Still no.
So close.
Goes above its head and just flies off into the distance. And enter.
I think like Aldern actually like properly stands up at this point, feeling fairly confident that the battle's about to end.
One would think so. One would think so.
I think Bless is just falling off too.
Yes, it is. You can see who
Yeah,
it's still
everybody's
affecting.
losing it.
And this goblin, even though it's probably gonna die here soon, it's
One would
not
think.
not really paying attention to what's going on around it. It's solely focusing on Aldic.
Of course.
I told you, this guy's been rolling 20s all day.
I've not been rolling 20s. I've been getting 20. If I was rolling 20s, there'd be dead people here.
There's about to be one, two.
I think we're good. Hopefully we'll kill it before somebody drops.
I don't know. The way we've been rolling, the way he's been rolling.
If John's worried about it, he can attack in 5-foot step.
I don't think this guy's currently debuffed, right? He doesn't have the vision.
No.
No. Sweet. I missed my touch attack. Cool. So yeah, again with the necrotic energy, I try to poke him, trying to hit him in the head, and he kind of like dodges like he does everything.
You have a flanking bonus.
Oh, I do have a flanking bonus. That works for touch
Uh-oh.
attacks.
This guy's like a goblin hero in a making.
Oh, yes.
I'll give him extra climb or whatever, right? So I think he gets all of his skills actually. But yeah, then I will pass my turn after giving him that.
Okay. Will 20. Can it be in the square?
There's something below it. Yeah, that's not a problem.
It's okay. And does it still provide soft cover?
Yeah, just the firing into melee penalty.
Try this again then. That's
Nice.
Thank you.
died. And with that one word, it's been focusing on object, so we probably would just shot it in the throat, because that seems to be what we do with these things. Shoot them in the throat. We got a head shooter, we got a throat shooter,
It's a heart shooter too.
and we have a heart shooter. Yep.
Mine was more of accidental. I will note.
Touch.
We got a serial toucher in this group, apparently.
So
I
are
mean,
we?
he is a priest.
Hey.
And I think with that last piece of combat, as you guys kill the last goblin, you can see the remainder of the goblins either being finished off or like a few of them being chased as they run off through the streets wherever they came from.
So are we still in rounds?
No, I don't think so right now.
I'm gonna run over and heal the dog.
Oh,
Heal check. That
I don't think you need a heal
check.
check to know it's dead.
No.
I think you can just, because you're talking about the dog next to you, right?
Yeah, the fancy boy's dog.
Yeah, there's like a slashing wound through it. It's not moving anymore. It was dead the round that it got killed. Like done.
You see that's supposed to be on the inside. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's fair. There's just so much blood. You're like, no, I'm pretty sure that belongs in there.
And then I guess I'm gonna walk over to the noble guy, put my hand on his shoulder, and be like, I couldn't save him.
He looks over at you and he's like, gonna suck to lose a dog of that quality, but it's fine. Thank you so much for saving me. I thought I was a goner as soon as I saw them approaching. I've never seen something so vile.
that's the little green ankle biters for you, he says, going to chug his potion of cure light wounds.
Well, apparently today's a first for a lot of things. I've never seen a goblin run at a dog before.
Was that a dog?
The dogs taste better than the goblins.
It looked like a dog.
Wait.
Well, yeah, if there was a hairless breed of dog.
Ruckus, wait, have you eaten goblin dog?
Yes.
What?
The man in front of you, Denton, says, my name's Aldern. Aldern Foxglove. You see him kind of look around nervously real quick, and he's like, I'm staying at the Rusty Dragon Inn. If you stop by sometime in the next few days, we can have a chat. Maybe I'll set you up with a meal or something. Kind of like walks off very quickly.
Alright, see you there.
You know, watching
All right.
as I watch him go, I just can't help but feel that something's off.
I'm gonna
About this
wander.
whole ordeal doesn't make any sense.
Well, this place is raided by goblins frequently, apparently, or frequently enough to where it shouldn't be too out of note. But I'm gonna wander over to that goblin bard and riffle around and see if there's anything of use that we could take.
Loot.
Loot.
Okay.
Maybe a literal loot since it's a bard.
So if you guys open up the
I'll
party
go-
sheet in the top right, there's an inventory tab, and I will like drag stuff over there.
Okay.
Upright inventory.
Party sheet.
There's a party sheet button that will have an inventory tab.
Oh, I see. There it is.
And some items might be unidentified. That's because you guys would need to identify them. And I'll kind of just list the stuff off, because if you guys don't take it, then it's just going to be cleaned up by whoever cleans this mess up. There are 20 arrows, a dog slicer, some kind of unidentified liquid that doesn't look particularly amazing. There's a short bow, studded leather armor, and a whip. All of the items are small sized.
I'll take the liquid.
I'll detect magic on the liquid, see if it's magical.
Okay. It's definitely magical.
Can we
Do you want me to-
spellcraft? Or how do you?
I was about to ask, do you want me to spellcraft that to try and determine what it is?
Well, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can do a spellcraft, or you could detect magic long enough until you get kind of an idea of what it is. It won't tell you exactly what it is, but you can get an idea.
I think I'll do spellcraft to try to get a little more specific.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys want to do spellcraft checks, if you're all checking the bard out right now,
What about alchemy? Could I use that?
that depends on who you are. In your case, no.
Okay.
Generally speaking, only alchemists can do that.
Right. Got it.
This might. While we're on the inventory sheet, Aldec, do you have your money labeled as gold or GP? I think you've got like a different unit of money.
Yeah, if you have it spelt out, when I automatically give you money, it's going to keep it separate. But if you capitalize it for GP, it'll all be unified. And that's how it works with all the currencies. Yeah, you guys aren't able to identify what the liquid is.
Just about to roll.
You know it's magical, though.
Boo! We are.
We are bad.
Somebody needs to change their dice color.
What do you got against bubblegum? It was.
I don't have anything against it. It's just you have hardly rolled anything good, so bubblegum might not be your lucky color.
An ice cream.
That is definitely a way to look at it.
Cool. Are we gonna just be brave and use it at a time we need liquid?
We can hold it off for a later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we-
can find-
We might be able to find somebody here in town. Maybe the priest can identify it for us.
Yes,
to
and I
hold it.
could do with some more wound healing.
Yeah, I definitely could use some more wound healing.
Does anybody have a potion we can like put it up next to and compare?
I
does it
don't
smell like-
have any potions right now.
It's not exactly
just
how
drank
it
one.
works.
That wasn't me.
I think this is why we're bad. I'm just being the spellcraft 7. Smell it.
So I will let you guys reattempt that check when something has changed. Anything from the passing of time to some new information, just anything you can think of. This includes if you want to do things like take 20 on checks, take 10, something like that.
Okay.
So again, who should hold the magical potion? Should we give it to the magic guy?
Yeah, go for it.
Even the magic
Okay.
guy, there's like 3 magic guys.
We're all pretty magic-y. Yeah.
We got 2 divine and an arcane. Did you mean the arcane?
Can anybody make potions? I'll ask.
I think we have 3 divine.
I have craft alchemy.
I guess
Yeah, that's what I've got.
don't break it.
I,
I
mean, I don't plan on breaking it just in case it's a poison or something.
think
I
you
mean,
can
it's
draft off of
goblins.
a sheet then. Yeah, that's a good point. It was goblins. This could be just like horrible.
You have to have the brew potion specifically to make potions.
Yeah, I
See?
don't have that.
Either way, I guess to get faster, should we someone grab it?
It's in the
Yeah,
party
it's-
sheet. Someone can just take it. Doesn't seem like there's a specific person that needs it.
I just threw it on my sheet.
How about the arrows and stuff? Does anybody really care about that?
No, I don't really need any. I haven't
The
used
arrows
any.
are small.
Well, actually, with the way arrows work in Pathfinder, they're not sized.
I'll take them.
Okay, cool. Here you go, bud.
Can I go and check out the dead body of the commando?
Yeah, yeah.
Are the dog slicers? It's just that's all that's really left, right?
That's what
studded leather?
most of them had. I mean, you'd have to go check them, but that's what you saw most of them wielding. The pyros weren't wielding dog slicers.
They were just wielding torches, right?
Yes. Though, like when you look on them, they do have dog slicers. They just weren't using them. Here, let me tell you a bit about the general. The general. Oh, he's actually a commando, sorry. So he has more arrows on him, obviously because he used some. The default stack says 20, but I know he fired multiple, so I'll have to adjust that if anyone wants them. He has a high quality horse chopper. He also has some kind of liquid on him. And then he had his short bow and his studded leather.
Okay, I pick up the unknown liquid again, and I hand it to our I hand it to Oscar.
Was there another one?
Yeah, the
with
commando had
commando.
a potion
Oh, okay.
of some kind.
Yeah, I
Presumably
hand
a
it to
potion.
Oscar.
Rackus, does this look the same as that vial?
I don't really get. Does it look the same as that file?
I'd say it looks similar, but that doesn't mean it's the same.
Okay.
They all
I'll
probably
do
look
a
similar.
spellcraft then.
Are you still detecting magic?
Yeah, it's up for another couple of minutes, I believe.
And it's a cantrip. So
Yeah. But it's like a focus thing. It's not just like
Oh, it is concentration. So yeah, I'd cast it again.
that's why I asked earlier if you were doing it, because the longer you do it, the more information you get.
Sure. To see if it's a school of magic or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do it for 3 rounds, looks like.
yeah.
Yeah, so if you're gonna do that on this one, I can give you more information. And in fact, I can give you more information on the other one if you detect magic for a few rounds.
Sure, I'll go for longer on this one. I'll go for the 3 rounds.
Okay, so this is magical. It has a faint conjuration aura on it.
Alright. Now I'll do a spellcraft to try and narrow it down to what it actually is.
Yeah, everyone can do it.
I
This
would
is new
explain
stuff.
to everybody that it's what you just explained to me.
Yeah. So it's some kind of potion of conjuration.
There we
magic.
go.
Oh, finally!
Okay, Oskik, this is a potion of cure moderate wounds.
Oh, there's a label.
Definitely
20.
not. Wouldn't that be convenient?
Can I have that since I'm one of the upfront fighters?
I don't care. I don't plan on getting hit. Hopefully again.
Better knock
That's always
on
the
wood.
plan.
Yeah, probably smart to give it to somebody who has enough health to, use the whole thing.
Well, if that's the train of logic, you shouldn't give it to like. Well, I mean, I guess Kairos has a lot, doesn't he?
I would think they've
Yeah, he has
I had
13.
I had 13.
Because our other upfront can also do a little healing for himself. So
Good point. But yeah, maybe don't just use it willy-nilly.
Oh, I won't. I
just
promise.
you can just drag that over to your character sheet from the party sheet, and it'll go into your inventory.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And there's more arrows too if you want them. I'll just have to adjust the number once I drag them over.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Osgik, that worked really well on this potion. Maybe you should stare at this other one again.
Yeah, I'll turn my gaze onto it.
We're gonna wait the real life 3 rounds.
So what are we attempting to do now?
Staring at the other potion, the one that Rackus has.
You're doing
With
detect
detect.
magic?
Yeah.
Okay, you get the same aura. It's faint conjuration.
I explained to others. It's got the same type of aura, so it's likely a healing potion, but let's double check. That's a roll of 3 again.
Not.
Yeah, and I'd say this warrants like with that information, it warrants a reroll like for you personally. Because otherwise, like I'm not gonna do it for everyone, just because then you would like not check it until after every time.
Yeah.
Cool. Mystery potion.
Yeah, I still
Likely-
can't tell what it is.
Likely good. Aldeck, if it's bad, you can probably resist it. So, you want this?
Yeah.
Oldic has been very, very tanky.
Yeah, he has.
Do this.
So, unless anybody wants tiny leather jackets, you want to make some sleeves out of these?
No, I'm good.
Then, can we resell the weapons?
I'm not gonna have
Yeah,
you
go.
guys do that, no. Unless you're gonna carry all of them off.
Was anything else on the commando magical, other than the potion? If you're staring,
I'll go.
David?
I'll have to walk over there, but yeah, I can walk over there and check, see if he's got anything other magical.
Okay, yeah.
Well, here, I'm already over here. I can check.
Well, you wouldn't be able to detect magic,
Oh, yeah,
No.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
so I'll wander over there and take a look.
Okay. You spend the 5 rounds going over everything, and none of it's magical.
Okay. Nope. Doesn't look like anything else is.
Okay, so all deck. Were you going to take the unknown magical potion?
You hear me?
No, I don't. I can hold on to the magical potion. I'm just trying to figure out how to get rid of this extra potion of cure light wounds I suddenly have that I didn't mean to have in the party inventory.
So at the top right of your inventory, you should see like a little pencil-looking thing. Click on that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
I
you'll
mean,
see a trash can appear.
Yeah, the thing is, I see 1 potion of cure light wounds, and it's listed as 1, but on the party sheet it's listed as 2.
That's weird.
Yeah, because it's listed as 1 on my end. So what are you attempting to do here?
Hang on, let me reload it.
It says cure mod on the party sheet,
Yeah, it should be a cure mod and an unidentified is what you guys should see.
Yeah.
but he had a cure light.
I'm
potion
trying to.
earlier.
Okay, never mind. I'll take the magic potion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How you take items from off the partial items?
So grab the little piezo box and drag it over to your inventory on your character sheet.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I
blue
guess
Oh, there we go.
there you go.
There we go. Got it. Thank you.
Perfect.
Sweet. We did it. We saved the town, guys. Gonna reroll?
Yay.
Something to that effect.
Whole module. That's quick.
Is that where we play the Final Fantasy victory music?
It was we who were the Runelords all along.
Yeah, you guys are on Runelord level after that goblin fight.
Should be after all that. Golly.
So I guess should we find the pastor or the cleric guy?
I think with how close we are to session end, this is kind of like the perfect place to end it, and we will resume next session with you guys talking with Father Xantus.
And I'm definitely gonna get healed.
yeah.
Assuming he has heal spells.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
probably a
here's
little
hoping.
of a cleric.
Yeah,
If
because it
not, we
wasn't
could
just you
rest
guys that
overnight or
needed
something.
heals.
Yeah, we could just rest if he's out of spells. Yeah.
You guys will have time. And I really do want to say, because I know some people tend to dip immediately, I do appreciate you guys being very generous with the time today. I know things were very slow, but pretty much like I feel like all the issues we have, this is pretty standard stuff, with the exception of the new update adding a few complications. But it should all be stuff that after a few sessions we're all comfortable with, and will make it a lot faster. So I apologize for it, but I hope you guys continue to have a little bit of patience with everyone around you.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no issues. Everyone have a good week.
You guys
Yeah.
too.
You too.
Yep, see ya.
And if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, you can PM them or let me know now or whenever.
Good.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Sweet.
There goes.
Later.
Later.
Till next time.